do, YouTube? It's your boy Malacio, man. Let's go in the building again. Saturday night, man. Sophisticated ignorance. Saturday, man. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and I definitely appreciate that. Big shout out to all y'all for showing up. If you tapping in late, man, and you're on the replay gang, man, you know the rules. Hashtag replay gang. In the immortal words of GP, man. YouTube likes the interaction, and I like that YouTube likes that. So let's make us both happy. Hit the like button, subscribe, interact with the channel. If you want to become a channel member, man, join the channel, man. Exclusive content only for channel members. And I got more stuff that I'm working on low key in the background. So tap in with your people, man. It's Saturday though. Like I said, man, I'm pumped to be here. I apologize for being a little later than usual. I set the time back a little bit more. I knew that the Great Snake Debates was going to be a dope discussion and a dope topic. I figured it was going to run longer than it did, to be honest. Pause. Just because of the topic that was chosen. But of course, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was respectful. Everybody got to voice each side of their opinion. It was a real dope show. If you missed it, you know the moves, man. Hashtag replay gang. Pretty sure most of y'all who was in there is going to be in here tonight because that's just how y'all rock, and we appreciate all y'all. It's dope, man. It was a dope discussion. Nature versus nurture yet again, but this time it was more of the cut versus no cut discussion. But it got real in depth. It became more than just, you know, to cut or not to cut. Pat Weezy came in with his minute and voiced his opinion, his final thought and everything. And it was just a really, really, really dope discussion, man. Miguel, of course, held it down as the moderator and made sure both sides, like I said, got to voice their full opinion, but kept them within that time frame. If you watched it, you heard I agree, or I can agree with that from coming from both sides of the panel. So when you got those kind of words being said back and forth, it's actually a really, really dope discussion. There's no animosity and no head banging going on. You know what I'm saying? It was just dope. So if you missed that, man, make sure you tap in on that. Like I said, I'm pretty sure y'all all rocking with me now. So if you missed that, go back, hashtag replay gang, and show them some love, man. Give them some love. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't here for tonight, man. It's time to get ignorant, man. It's time to act a fool. It's time to get loose. It's time to get some green tea. It's time to get your drinks on, whether it be whiskey, whether it's the old fashioned, whether you like to drink Stella's, beer, Miller Lite, whatever it may be, man. It's time to get loose, man, and have a good time. We finna lay back and kick it, man. And talk shit. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of party. You know what I mean? Each and every week, man, I do this, and I don't do it alone. You feel me? It wouldn't be fun if it was just me sitting here with this boring ass background by myself talking to y'all. There's no interaction. There's no camaraderie. There's no fun, bro. So I gotta have a dope co-host, man. I got two of them, bro. I'm truly blessed to have two of the dopest co-hosts in the game, bro. They both hold it down. Like, the flow of information that goes across all three of us is fun, bro. We have a great interaction with each other, and I really think that these two co-hosts definitely make me improve and you know, bring out the best in me. You feel me? First and foremost, the one and only, man. He's been holding it down since Joe D left. He also has shows over on the Herb Collectors Network. You feel me? Fighting for the country each and every year, man. He just re-enlisted, you know what I'm saying, and decided to keep going and keep fighting for the country. So we definitely appreciate you for your service, bro. And just one of the coolest cats in the game, man. I see you getting back into his car thing. You feel me? He's starting to get his car back on the road and doing things there. He definitely still rocking with the Call of Duty. So if you don't catch him over on the Snake channels, you could catch him on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? He got a Twitch channel and all that. He be streaming. Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. Give it up for the one and only your boy, Mr. Floppy. What it do? You muted, my boy. Yep. There you go. You back.
Hold up. Let me take this thing out my ear. I don't know why I got
Pause.
this shit here.
You better take that thing out your ear. That's crazy business. Yes, sir. I saw you, Keys. Nope. Now you muted again. There you go.
Okay, episode 108, man. You know, thank y'all for tuning back in. I don't know what's going on with my keyboard. And hey, man, we in there though.
Too much twitching going on over there, boy.
Man, I wake up every morning at 6, and then I stream to like maybe about 11, 12, 2 o'clock.
Oh, you one of them early morning streamers.
Oh yeah, man. Gotta get
Crust
it
in
in.
your eyes. All right. All right, I see you. What's the name of your Twitch channel, man? Tell everybody where to find you, man.
My Twitch channel is Henny Daddy 5000.
Henny Daddy 5000. Y'all go give my man a follow. Go over there on Twitch. Show him some love and all that good stuff, man.
Hey, man.
I'm talking about. And then, like I said, man, the Great Snake debates, bro. I'm gonna tell you something about the homie Keys, man. So many people DM me about Keys, bro. Like, yo, that boy be working, bro. He be on the grind, bro. I see you, bro. I see you. And I'm like, yo, that's him, bro. Like, I'm a cog in the machine, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is him, bro. This is his baby. That whole Whiskey Bomb Network was his idea. Just, you know what I'm saying? I helped him bring it to fruition, bro. That's it. That's all. Like, it's really his love child, his baby, his passion project. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope to see that shit come as far as it is, bro, right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, multiple shows every day of the week, bro, with more coming. I'm finishing up a background and about to start another background right now. Because he just texted me like yesterday or maybe today about another show that he wanted to do. So the grind just don't stop, bro. I'm talking about the motivation is nonstop, bro. The motivation is there all the time, bro. I don't know if the dude is a vampire or if he just don't need sleep. He might be a cyborg and he just, you know, charged for 15 minutes a day or something. I don't know what be going on, bro, but he pull it off, bro. Pause. And he be on in every show, whether he on the screen or in the background holding it down, man. And he also supports me in more ways than I can say in front of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, he definitely helps me out when it comes to the subscribers, when it comes to the numbers that I'm getting on YouTube, when it comes to the watch hours, when it comes to the time, when it comes to all this stuff that you can't see, the intangibles,
right?
There, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the stuff that counts, where nobody else can really see
behind the scenes.
You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes type shit. Yeah, you feel me? So like,
because like for real, like y'all only get to see this, you know, only this.
Yeah, you only see the
finished piece. Y'all don't see everything that, you know, be happening behind the scenes.
Everything that go into it, bro. Yeah,
communication.
Maybe like
you got to have everybody
exactly, bro. Lining up, getting everything ready. Yeah, bro, and like doing subtle things, bro. Like he'll just, you know, be like, yo, we need to do this, and I'll be like, bet, let's make it happen. Like, it's that simple, bro. Like, if you say it and you with it, I'm with it too, bro. And that's just the vibe that we got, man, from day one. I knew, honestly, none of this shit is a surprise. Like, I hate to say it, but none of it is a surprise to me at all. Like, the only thing that I'm surprised by is how quickly it got to where it is right now. Like, I knew it was gonna get to here, but I didn't know it was gonna get to here as quickly as it did. And if you go back a couple weeks, I probably said the same shit, but it's facts, bro. We talked about this from day one, bro, starting a whole movement, starting a whole network, and he made it happen, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. Y'all see the names at the end of you see what it say at the end of everybody's name, man, who rock with us, man. Y'all give it up for the Keys in Whiskey Bomb. Your one and only, man, T.Keys on the green.
What to do? Now, I wish I was, because I'm dealing with clowns right now.
I know. That's part of the reason that took us so long. There was some deep discussions going on. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can get silly and act a fool tonight and at least get you out of there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Get you out that box, man. Get you out that funk. You know how I feel, bro.
Take away the positive vibe. You know what I'm
you
saying?
Feel me? Like, I don't like seeing my boy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not cool. So we're gonna try to get you out of that funk, bro. We're gonna have some fun tonight, man.
Let's go.
Speaking of fun, man, look who we got in the back, man. Y'all know who it is, man. Each and every Tuesday, Paul. Each and every Tuesday, man. It's a special guest. I'm gonna bring him out before I bring out everybody that I normally bring out. Each and every Tuesday, man, off the plank, man. Debut episode just happened this Friday, man. Anime Fanatics, you feel me? I'm pumped for this show. I'm pumped for it. It's gonna be a great vibe. Super dope insight. He know what he's talking about. He's watched probably more episodes than a human being should watch. I don't know where he find the time to do it. He probably be having episodes on in the background while he cleaning tubs or something. But real dope vibe, man. I love the addition to the network. I love the fun that's gonna bring. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all fantasy. It's all cartoons, but then you could talk about the anime style. You could talk about the lessons that they teach behind each and every manga, each and every anime, each and every show, trilogies, series, how long they last, different little legacies and stuff that they tell, different like parts of stories, bro. I'm pumped for this, man. And then of course, you know, it's off the plank every Tuesday, man. You know what it is, man. Him and the family always hold it down. Some of the dopest guests that's in the game has been on that show and lined up to be on that show. So if you ain't tapped into the OTP family, man, put your black flags up, tap in, and join the channel, man. Become a channel member over there too, man. Rock with the homie DJ, man, because he's one of the brightest stars out here in the sky, man. For real up and coming dude, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. I gave the name away, but we call him Dope Boy Fresh around here because my man just, no matter where he at, he got that swag on 10. I'll give it up for the one and only, man. Dope Boy Fresh in the building. What it do?
What up?
Yeah.
I appreciate the intro.
Bro, next
Hell
time you talk to KG, tell him send the hats, man.
Send the hat, KG. Where you at?
I don't think KG know how to send anything, bro.
It'd be all D. That's what it is. It'd be all D. He be trying to pretend like it's him, but it'd be D.
Facts.
It'd be D.
Facts.
We got another special guest back here, man. Before I bring out the normals, the usuals, you know what I'm saying? We got another special guest, man. If you just tapped in on the debates, man, you heard the homie moderating. You know what I'm saying? He was real serious. He had his moderator hat on, but now on this show, it's time to get loose, baby. You know what I'm saying? This is the homie right here, man. This is one of the people, man. When we went down to Daytona, man, just showed us more love than a little bit, man. I'm talking about blessed us. Was our guy, kept us on, kept us tuned, kept us in line. Blessed us with the tickets and everything for Universal Studios. Made sure we had a blast, bro. Real dope dude. Knowledge, smart up here, bro. Real smart guy, man. If you can't tell by the intellect and the way he talked, bro, just have a decent conversation with him one time. You know what I'm saying? And you'll realize my man got it all upstairs, man. For real. One of the coolest cats in the game, man. Been rocking with me and Keys shit forever and a day. For real, man. Just one of the OGs out in the game, man. Look at dude. Both are a fool, bro. I could see both. I got the chat at the top on StreamYard, but I got the live stream going over here.
Bro,
so,
that man.
Bosa a damn fool, man. I'll give it up, man. This dude right here might give Bosa a run for his money, though. I'm telling you this for sure. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about, man, it's perfectly engineered Reptile. And there's only one thing in the world that's better than sushi.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Ski. Appreciate you, man, for coming through, man. Again, dope show today, bro. I feel like your moderation kind of makes sure everything flows the way it goes. Like you set the tone and it just goes from there, bro. So I like that, and I appreciate you yet again.
Thank you. Yeah. They're the ones doing it. I was, the moderator's job is just kind of be in the background and keep the flow. So shout out to all the people who are on the debate.
Hell yeah. Shout out to the whole panel, man. Shout out to the homie Will from Flawless. Shout out to Big Mike, 21st Century, Bong Bong. Shout out to the sis, Lady Tiss, Nicole. And who was at the top over there? My man Brandon from Peace and Pets, man. P&PB, don't offer me no clowns. Speaking of clown hate.
Oh my
speaking of clown hate, man, we got another one in the background right now, man. If you missed it this morning, I missed it because I was sleeping, man. Blame it on Sinners, man, because I went to go see Sinners super late last night. I was sleeping, bro. But I tapped in on the replay game. You know how I get down. Dope show as usual, man. One of the best things about Saturday, man. I remember waking up as a kid to eat Saturday morning or to watch Saturday morning cartoons and eat a bowl of cereal. Now I wake up on Saturday morning, well, early Saturday afternoons, and I watch Snake Cinema podcast and I eat a bowl of cereal, bro. It's one of the dopest shows, man. Super fun. Keys always tapping in.
You used to read them comics on the newspaper when you growing up.
Yes, sir. When I was growing up. Yeah, you already know. I read comic books. Nigga. What? Come on, bro. I'm old as hell, bro. You see the hypo? Hypo exantic in the beard. You see I'm a true ghost over here, boy. when it comes to positive vibes, man, it's just dope to see the homie just do the 180, man. Because if you know, like I know, it wasn't always peaches and cream. It wasn't always fucking sunshine and bubbles. You feel me? But now it is. Except for if you talk about Hypo or DG, then he gonna bust out the lotion. Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. Y'all give it up, man, for the one and the only, the merch god, Elias in the building.
What it do?
What it do? My bad.
Tell him.
King of the clown hate. King. We don't want no Pompeys and Batmans in this house.
Batman. That's the Batman. That's when you put a little Terrence Howard on it and you make a Batman. That's crazy. Oh yeah, you from Memphis, so you just talk like that.
Duh, that's just my normal talk. Terrence Howard talk like me.
Facts, bro. It's a dude on Instagram. If y'all ever seen him, who do a bunch of different mains. He do a bunch of different Terrence
I know you're
Howards.
talking about that dark.
They'll put him in different. Bro, he funny as fuck. It'd be like Superman or
he talk just like
bro. It's just like him, bro. He sound just like him, bro.
Just like Terrence Howard, bro.
Just like Terrence Howard. That's so crazy.
Man.
Yeah, man. That dude got a lot of wild things going on, man. He definitely gonna be one of the topics on the show that we working on called Tinfoil Fittits, man. Terrence Howard then came up with some things. He has some patents on some items that's crazy. He's done hella research and had with the money that he has access to stuff that we don't have. So he's gotten to read like the actual original like words from like the old school history writers, no translations, no watered down stuff. Like he's got to see this, touch it, pause, and actually read it. And when we start the Tinfoil Fitted show, bro, we're gonna have to do a whole episode on Terrence Howard because that dude is amazing, man. And the homie T.Keys, I'm pretty sure is gonna be one of the hosts on that one. And then the other host on that show is the next man that I'm bringing out, man. Real cool cat, man. Got to kick it with him. You know what I'm saying? At all the Illinois shows, Tinley, Schaumburg, you feel me? He's a show staple. He got to hang out with the anacondas and the gators and the caimans and all that this past Tinley, man. Volunteered and just had a good feeling doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was happier to actually have that experience than any, likes or views or anything that came from it. Like he actually enjoyed it, and it's kind of one of them things. Like he a true animal lover, man. If you know, like I know, he a real animal lover, man. From his job to his house to the animals that he got behind him, everything, bro. It just nonstop animals from sun up to sundown, man. But one of the coolest cats in the game, man. Real mellow, real laid back, and that's because he be in outer space, bro. My man be on cloud 9 all times. Y'all give it up for the one and the only Post Willone, Paris Wilton in the building. What it do? Amish Will, what up?
What it do?
You muted.
Hey, you muted. You like me, bro.
There you go.
Damn, man, I pulled the road, man.
Terrence
Howard on the show, man.
We gonna get Terrence Howard on the show, man. I bet you, man. I'm a DM him, man.
Show, man.
I'm
gonna be like, look,
you don't know what he's talking about, the shit that Terrence Howard be on. Y'all,
bro, deep.
Tune in, tap in.
Deep, bro. The thing will be done. It's pretty much done. Like I said, I just got to put the sponsor thing on there. I don't know how many. I'll text Keys after the show and see how many you want on there. I think it's either gonna be 4 or 6. Sponsor bubbles for Tinfoil.
What we good?
4 or 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Check your text message.
Okay, bet. Perfect. My man.
Now wait, what's the main focus of the Tinfoil show? Like, what is it gonna be?
Just straight conspiracy theories, bro. Like,
okay,
religion,
Illuminati, all that
Illuminati, ancient aliens. But it's gonna be, we can't just be randomly spouting random stuff. Like, it got to be fact based. You got to have some some ethics behind it and all that. Don't just, Keys already said it. We don't just be out here spouting nonsense. You feel me? So it's respect. It's gonna be a good show, bro. We're gonna talk about, like
trying
I
to-
say, everything, bro. Ancient aliens.
I'm trying to figure out
Terrence
how
Howard's
conspiracy
patent.
theories are fact based.
not fact based, but at least there's some tangible.
No, they
evidence.
are.
You know what I'm saying?
They got some legs, basically.
Yeah, they got legs
It's
behind
crazy,
it.
though. A lot of
So it'd be more like a
kind
kinda
of
like a,
but people just blind. You go,
Yeah, we just kind of
right
put
here.
the information out there for you to decide, type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Make up your mind however you feel about it. But it's just so much stuff that we don't know as a people, bro. And if you look back at the history of how many conspiracy theories actually turned out to be true and real, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, people was talking about that Watergate shit before. Watergate, that's a conspiracy. Yeah, okay.
And the
Found
world
out that
comes.
was
Don't
true.
play.
You know
with
what
me.
I'm saying? Yeah, like all this, bro. It's all like, it's deep, bro. And I mean, from the Mayan calendar to Teotihuacan to Pumapunku to, you know what I'm saying? We gonna go, bro, because I know quite a bit. I know Gio gonna help me out and keep it on. Santos, you know what I'm saying? We got a couple other conspiracy theory heads out there, man. So they're gonna make sure I'm on point and make sure the authorities don't come from me. Speaking of authorities, the last guest that I got. Y'all love that segue right there, boy. Speaking of authorities, the last guest that I'm gonna bring out just got touched by the authorities, man. He just got released, man. Shout out, free the homie, man.
Got
Free
touched
the
by.
homie, man.
I
Good
hope
pause,
you
good
didn't get
pause.
touched.
Got touched.
I mean, I'm sure they frisk him. You know what I mean? They had to before they put him in jail. He had to get at least frisk. He free now, though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes stuff happens.
Say cough or no cough.
Yeah, basically, bro. Don't drop the soap. Sometimes stuff happens, though. That's out of your control. You know what I'm saying? And just gotta kind of deal with the consequences, man. Big shout out to the homie Eddie, man, for coming through. You know what I'm saying? And making sure all the animals and everything was taken care of.
For sure.
One of the homies, bro, that's been holding it down, like I said, been doing that's a fact, Vinny. Been doing everything that he can do to be one of the best out here in the game, trying to stand out, trying to be different. He's designed a logo, multiple logos. Shout out to Bosa. And he sold merch. He's had his vending experience. I helped him with that and all kind of crazy stuff, bro. I talked him into buying a bunch of shit animals. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of the homies, man, out here in the game, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all give it up for my man.
What?
You are a fool. I almost choked on my food, boy. You are a fool, Wis.
See that one coming, did you?
Oh my gosh, I'm in tears there.
Yo,
if you know, you know. If you're not, don't worry about it.
DJ gone. He said I'm out.
Why DJ left?
Don't want to be associated with such debauchery, man. No, hey, it's nothing, bro. It's nothing.
No, we good. We good.
Oh, Jesus, no. You know.
We good. We good.
What's understood ain't got to be said. Let's say
Yeah.
that, man. Y'all know what it is, man.
As long as you
let's see
keep
who in
buying
the
the byproduct, you get the link.
That's it. You only can join me if you buy animals. He first. Look, first. Numero uno, Jesus.
Yep.
We got the homie, Vin Rock. Shout out to my man Vinny in the building.
I'm laughing at Randall's comment right now. I'm dying.
Aaron numero uno. Look at dude, Randall a fool. Hold on, man. I can't lose my spot right now, but Randall a fool, man. Shout out to Randall, man. Amanda in the building. PJ's Creation. I just smurfed you. Appreciate you. Boy, it was a great day. Hopefully you had a good day out there with the kiddos. Always a blessing. Sleepy Will, Post Malone, Amish Will in the building. Showing love with them whiskey bombs. Mike and Melissa in the building. Showing love with them whiskey bombs. I see y'all. Proximate Reptilis. Super up and coming people, man. If you're not paying attention to them, please pay attention to Proximate Reptilis. Trust me, you're going to hear the name more than a little bit in the next year, maybe 18 months, maybe 2 years. But trust me, you're going to hear Proximate Reptilis all over the place. Please believe what I tell you. I'm never wrong. Randall, there he is right there. First, you smell what it is, then you smell what it was. Hit that like button like you hit that green T. It's down there on the left-hand side. That's it. Shout out.
Don't
to
be a
Randall.
buster.
You know,
Hit that like
don't
button.
be a buster.
All
The
right.
words of Keys, man. Hit the like button, man. And then we got James B.
What up, James?
Easy. I said it in my Keys voice.
James,
Shout out to the homie James B. Easy, man. Appreciate you, brother. There it is right there, man. Wis Tang Clan, Wis Tang fam. They go to Patreon right there. Shout out to the whole family. I appreciate y'all. Speaking of Wis Tang, man, it wouldn't be a thing without this guy right here. Big Uncle Double L, man. Shout out to the homie, man. First real interaction we had was, why don't you have a Patreon? Why don't you have a show? What do I got to do to make that happen? And here we are, bro. Look what, you know what I'm saying? Look what asking, episodes. look what requesting. 108 episodes later, bro. Here we are. You feel me? Shout out to Double L, bro. And Randall. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to do this without y'all, bro. Appreciate y'all for sure. Homie Brian in the building. Be locked. You know what it is.
What up?
Yeah, we late. We was late. We was back there BSing, bro. We was back there BSing.
Oh shit.
They was.
No pause, Poppy. No pause, Poppy in the building. Shout out to Father Don.
Father Don, what it do?
Oh my god.
There go the homie Miguel right there. There go his channel, man. If you're not, that's the one right there in the middle. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit him. Hit the subscribe button on his channel and all that. Bosa or somebody put the link to the homie's Instagram in there so they could go follow him on Instagram too. Anybody who might not be. Yeah, that's what we do. We show that love. Who else in here? They got a homie Jared, man. Jared the jeweler in the building.
What up, Jared?
Wow, Shauna has appeared. Grab your Pokeballs. That's the one. That's one of the accounts. We might see the other burner out here.
I got to get the Pokemon. You know when you play Pokemon and then you finally see a Pokemon in the grass or some shit, and it made it noise.
Yeah, that sound effect. Yeah, you can get it.
I gotta get it. I gotta find that. So whenever I see Shauna, I play that shit every time I'm on the
show. Somebody got that, bro. Appreciate you, Double L. Gifted 5
emulator to play Pokemon fucking last night.
Hit the like button. Pokemon used to be so fun, bro.
Bro, I remember they had that shit on Nintendo 64, bro.
I remember.
Tommy,
I know they got Pokemon machines now at like Pick and Save and shit up here.
What they do deal?
We shit, nigga. I used to walk around with a Game Boy playing red, blue, and yellow, bro. For real.
Facts.
I remember that.
Game Boy, bro.
I look here around
grown as hell.
All kind of red and yellow.
Game Boy Color.
I was grown as hell. Ooh, look at Double L. He going. Somebody shiny like they been in that cocoa shea butter. I know who he talking about.
You know me. I gotta stay greased up. I gotta
he be turning DG over there.
Oh,
got that lotion and cocoa butter.
Yeah.
Tiny Shorts cut that blood, bro. They at you in the chat. This must have been when I was talking about your Twitch channel. You can catch Henny Daddy in his hoochie shorts to start the day off on Twitch, boy. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, Ron,
make sure you make them green
from the burner.
Make them blue. Man.
Oh
blue.
Yeah, let me make Ron numero uno blue.
Yeah, my bad. Not green.
Say something in the chat with your burner right now so I could get it down here. Pause.
Santos,
what it do? Appreciate you.
Santos.
Look at dude. He called them both of the product.
We don't talk about that. No. We don't say nothing.
Hey, Pips.
What up?
Where's my blanket at?
Appreciate
Hey,
you.
don't be grabbing that blanket. You're gonna end up passing.
You know, hold on. Let me blow you up. We might as well do the merch show off right now, starting with DJ, since we right here. Let's go. Shout out to the Pip set.
You get to put that blanket on you, you're gonna be passed out.
Who else you got on, man? Who else you rapping for today?
The bombs.
It ain't a project. Till you put it on a minute. Shout out to
my own T on. Ultramel the world.
You see what it is? Ultramel the world. No butterflies. You feel me?
No butterfly, no monarch bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That shit, little something, you know what I'm saying? But I had to shout out the Wis Tang Clan.
Look at that wrist.
Oh, no, my shit gonna focus. Boop.
Focus. Flick at that wrist.
Damn it. Yeah, that shit too. Okay, there we go.
It's trying to get it's getting the bomb on your hat.
I give up.
That's what
I give up. And then you gotta chart the course and make sale. God damn it, motherfuckers.
There you go.
Shout out to Big Double L. Put the
Shout
Royal
out to Double
Caribbean
L.
inside his motto. And of
Yes,
course, I gotta
sir.
shout out the coldest and coldest frat. You know what I'm saying? Phi Fraternity Incorporated. That's all I got.
Hey, gang. We in there. We in there. Here, hold on. We're gonna pause for the call so we can keep going through here. Valentine, what it do? Yes, sir. Pip said in the building. 16 months. I remember when I was drunk and was like, I'm finna join this man's channel. Time flies. Look at that. 16 years later, we in the building, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Look at KG, man. I'm not even gonna.
Send the link, man.
Yeah, man. You know he says send the link, dude. You know he says
just copy and post. I think he just copy and paste that.
Bro, as soon as he typed the letter S, send the link automatically pop up. Straight up. It just auto fills. Look, Bosa is a fool, man. DJ with the extra large cup. That's what we was laughing at earlier. Is that good ice? Yeah. That good ice. Cat. Referee Miguel in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Captain Gura in the No Brown Club.
It was an exciting debate. Not because of anything I did, but
it was good.
There.
It was good.
It was a good debate.
It was really good.
It was definitely a
Mike.
heated one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got heated. It did.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. Sleepy. What it do? Look, DJ a fool. Alan, what it do? Shout out to the Dambala fam.
What
Did
up?
I miss anybody else? Let me make sure. Oh, my man Jeff in the building. I know I said what's up to my homie Val. I know I said what's up to the homie Val.
Oh man.
Let me see.
It's my boy Jeff.
Look at dude, man. Y'all know who that is.
These nuts.
Shout out to No Rockies.
He in
there he got the burner popping out. Shout out to No Rockies, man. Yeah, man. You know you probably got 15 of them joints, man. It's only a conspiracy. The government releases the proof. That's it, Vinny. That's it.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Look it. That's what we was laughing at. That boy is a fool. Did you get any good souvenirs?
I didn't get souvenirs, but I learned how to do some shit.
Whoa.
What you learn how to do, bro? Pause.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
I learned how to make some candy.
Wait a minute.
What up, Gage?
I learned how to make candy.
I hope so.
Candy, huh?
El Chapo Tapatia Zapata Rodriguez Jr.
What kind of candy?
Jesus.
What kind of candy you talk about?
He said, I put Kool-Aid on my lower lip and they call me candy.
Laffy Taffies? You talk about Laffy Taffies?
They call you
Laffy Taffy, rock candy like Jolly Ranchers.
Nah, bro.
Oh, you found how to make? Wait, they were making candy in there?
Yeah.
I thought the jails. I thought y'all only make license plates in the jails. Now y'all making candy. Crazy.
Where they get?
Because in the pod you get we got a microwave. So every morning you get like 2 jellies and the peanut butter for your breakfast, right? And shit. And like 2 cakes. So you take the jelly, you get like 12 of them jellies put together, put it in a little cup. Bro. You nuke the bitch, put a little bit of like peach flavor, and you like roll it, and then you fucking make it.
Bro, this man.
Let me go commit a crime.
Hold on.
I'll be back.
Right.
You talking like you've been in jail for 10 years.
You learned a lot in a couple days, bro. Shauna, what up? It's a bunch
I'll
of
be the king. I'll be the king of the castle. Just give me 24 hours.
It's a bunch of criminals with nothing to do, bro. Of course, they just gonna share the love with each other, bro, or share the knowledge.
You can make crunch wraps Supremes on the inside. You can make crunch wraps Supremes on the inside and everything, bro.
Bro, the ignorance is real. What's the word I'm looking for?
Already,
subliminal.
bro. Look, appreciate
it's real subliminal today.
Look at dude.
Oh, I'm not subliminal.
What did he say about the what? Send wife in 11. Yo, both of them.
Said he about to go. Both of them fool, bro.
Bosa is. We gonna mute Bosa. Bosa, go to time.
What up?
Bosa, your comments about to get deleted, Bosa. Your comments about to get deleted.
Look, even Father Don said, "Wait a minute now." Now, I'm gonna tell you something. No,
now when you make father speechless,
Elias facts. If you make Poppy say, hold on, you done did something crazy.
Yeah, you had your Father Don was just on YouTube naked, gardening and shit.
I mean,
gardening naked.
Garden Naked Day. If you missed it, go on the Father Don channel and check it out. Today is National Naked Gardening Day. And my man participated. Shout out to him.
His neighbor was supposed to buy him a privacy fence. Yo, y'all are hilarious.
Forget it. He said, forget about it. Yo, look at Shauna. He said they be making that toilet wine in there, bro.
Nobody was making hooch. Nobody was making hooch.
You can't come in there. Can't come in cell number 8 without, you know what I'm saying, knocking 3 times and getting let in first, bro. That's where the hooch at, bro.
We did
yo, can't come before knocking 3 times is crazy.
That is crazy. Nikki, what up? I think I said come in though. I hope I said come in.
I pray you said come in too.
If I didn't, make a pause.
We'll rewind it and find out later.
That man said,
what up, Miss Nikki?
You can't come to
Nikki.
What up, Nikki?
Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm calling the authority on y'all tonight.
Yeah. Look.
Bro, sick us.
It seems. That's it.
We ain't gonna have no sophistication tonight.
Jesus, where you hide the shank?
Calling the authorities.
Bro, I was in minimum pod, bro. Minimum pod. Ain't nothing else.
I can hear you rummaging around in there. Yo, that's one of my favorite lines from that.
It was so trippy.
When that dude was like, yo, let me get my he was like, let me get my shank. I got it stashed over here in the old prison wallet. And then he stepped around the corner. It was like reaching behind him. Deadpool was like, I can hear you rummaging around in there. Yo, that shit made me laugh so much. Deadpool's one of the funniest things in the world, bro. No breaks. No, we got a sophisticated topic. We actually got
the amount of fights that almost popped off in the pod was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's one thing that's gonna happen in the county, especially Racine County, bro.
I was just sitting there like,
if you're in Racine County, you could count on the fight. Or two.
I was like, hey, are we baiting food trays or what are we doing?
Yes, sir. You smurf, my boy. Hey, Ron. Now you can act a fool on 2 accounts, bro. 2 accounts. Miguel, who you repping for? Anybody you got on a breeder shirt or anything?
Coles.
Repping for Coles, baby. Shout out to Coles. Get your Coles cash. You know what I'm saying?
No, I came from a barbecue and I had to moderate, so I didn't.
That soft pink. Yeah, that soft pink on.
That's that coral, bro.
Salmon, yeah.
Oh, salmon. Excuse me, salmon. Yeah, I was close.
Soft salmon. I'm sorry.
It's my favorite color.
That should look
better than sushi.
There's only one thing better than sushi.
Same color.
Yes, sir. It is. It is. It is.
Amen.
Listen, if you know, you know. If you don't, then you don't need to. Like Elias said, bro. You know what it is. Speaking of Elias, who you repping today, bro? Who you got on?
Professor Pythons, Jamie. Don't be looking at my moves, y'all. I ain't wearing no holders.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's the SI.
Not slacking on the back.
Time out. Warriors.
Time out. Time out. Wait, I missed it.
You gotta get used to Elias, bro. You just gotta trust me. You gotta get used to it.
Yeah, I'm calling.
It was so smooth, bro. It was soft salmon. What did he say? Soft salmon. You know what?
Soft salmon. Father not a food, bro. If you got some clothes on, bro, hop on. If you got some clothes on, hop on.
Please, only if you have on clothes. Yeah. Only if you have on clothes.
Make sure you got some clothes on, bro. If you got clothes, bro. T.Keys, who you repping for today, bro?
All right, we're gonna start with the tippy top.
I almost blew myself up again.
Red, you see it, homie Mike. Shout out to homie.
Don't start with the tippy top. Wait a minute.
Yo,
wait.
I don't know what you be doing
with the tippy top.
What he's talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, right here.
There she is, right there. Shout out to Nikki. She just tapped in too. Look at that time.
Man, I got this drink like so fucking close, but
not slacking on the back.
Got my name
and it got keys. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Oh, we ain't done yet. Oh, brother. Look at it, man. Y'all got that ketchup red line shipping. You see it.
Team
And,
ketchup.
no, see, my bro, you didn't want to see your name up there? What's the reptile, man? Cut it out.
Hey, got that mustard.
I got that mustard, man. I'm trying to get focused, man. Get focused, man. Hold on, there it is. Wis Clan, that's the Patreon. Y'all see
there it is. Focus.
But I gotta represent for myself too. You know what I'm saying? Get a little
got that relish.
Keys Constrictors.
That lettuce.
Got that relish. Got that lettuce.
That
got those pickles. Sour cream though. Chill. No glizzy.
No sour cream.
But for the glizzy lovers. Keys Constrictors.
Your glizzy squad.
Y'all ain't catch that boy said no sour cream. Ain't nobody catch that.
That's sour cream, bro.
Y'all on some freaky shit tonight. Y'all gotta be stopped. Y'all got to be stopped.
What's the moon at?
I'm telling you,
hey, DJ, it's all because you want to come over here tonight, bro. That's all.
Bro, I should have stayed my ass on the other side of the screen watching y'all on TV. Y'all motherfuckers are fucking.
What's up, Jason?
I'm wrong with it, man. I'm wrong with it.
Where do we?
It's the
Keys
moon.
RO?
Laughing at the tippy
You
top.
already know, man. We got boy John over there. John and the fam, Mission Morphs. I'm saying, dude, we got, I'm saying my other fam over there, S&M.
Mission Morphs is going to be the guest this Monday. On y'all tap in. There's some real official hunters too, man. They be getting it.
Yeah, they serious.
Again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who is it?
That's a RO joint? What?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, it's a lighter too. I like, oh man,
that boy got a lighter.
Yeah, I told y'all I'm stepping up my shit this year. I told y'all.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
Listen, he's slick was trying to show.
Finna join his main channel.
Weezy.
Yo, see, oh hell no, I gotta go. You see
what, man?
It's pastel in the house.
So what you wanted to pull out some pastels? Am I ruining the pastels?
I got to go.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm good for the industry, DJ. I'm trying to tell you, DJ. Hey, yo, DJ, you hear me, dog? I'm good for the industry. Trust me.
I'm good for the industry. Oh my fucking god, the subliminals don't stop.
I'm doing great things for the industry, dog. Come on.
This is great entertainment. I just want y'all to know that,
man. Hey, Pat, we just came in. We showing off merch. Go ahead, show yours off, man.
Show your merch off.
Ladies,
yeah, they not like us. That's what she was doing back there. They not like us.
Oh shit, that's that little facial hair now.
Hey man, you know, a little bit here and there. Sometimes
you do got a little. Yeah, you got the little goatee popping.
Pat been eating that salmon.
That's still Pat.
Eating that soft. You been eating that soft salmon. Pause.
Big Mike. Bang bang.
What up, Big Mike?
What up?
What up, guys? Everyone good?
Oh shit!
Yes,
hey, KG want to get in? I'm hold on, man. I'm gonna let him come in first. Hold on, let him in.
Is he really trying to get in?
Yeah. I think I'm pretty sure he just.
Right.
Hold on, he could trying to get in. Hold on.
How do I? KG trolls us all the time, so we don't know when he's serious.
What up, Eddie? Where Jesus?
Nothing else in that damn cup.
I just got myself on.
Oh, I had some Kool-Aid in here, bro.
And I'm just rocking my CB hat.
Put that shit back on.
Got a rep for yourself.
Put that shit back on.
Yo, my wife funny as hell. She's like, you loud as hell down there. You must want Chloe to join the show. I'm sorry.
Tell her to bring Chloe really down.
Don't be mad because my head is shiny. At least my head's
laughing at my man. Y'all laughing at his shiny head.
And he learned that in the head too.
Let me go back.
He was so smooth. Man, put that back out.
Bro, he said that shit so low, but it was so smooth.
He said, man, put this shit back on. I just heard
double birds. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy, man.
Hey, Bosa, go roast RO for me.
Oh man.
Bosa go.
Get him,
what up,
Bosa.
Eddie? You know, what up, Slay? What up, Slay? Where we at? Post Malone.
Repping the homie Nate.
Eddie, what it do?
Naughty Nate.
I just had that shirt on.
Not slacking on the back.
Hey,
Pause.
what did little motto say?
Homie.
What they
Hope you
motto
love
say?
our balls as much as we do.
Oh, that's tough.
Pause.
Only if they big enough.
Pause.
This shit is out of hand.
My bad. I forgot I'm the only queer one on this panel.
Mike at
This
Banana
nigga
Bread.
really got out of hand.
Banana Bread in the building. Shout out to the sponsor, man. Appreciate you, Big Mike. Always, bro.
Shit. That was a good one, Elias.
Wristband
That was
to
good, man.
USR. So really, I'm wearing it. Supporting my wife. May is Breast Brain Tumor Awareness Month.
Wait, you said May is brain tumor awareness?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Brain
tumor. I'm wearing this in support of my wife. She just found out she's battling a brain tumor for the second time.
Oh, dang.
Right. Prayers to you. Prayers to the fam. Prayers to the wifey, bro, for sure.
Prayers. Much love to her.
God damn.
She got it, man. She need it.
Yeah, she got that. You got it. We putting it out here. Positive vibes, bro. She got it.
Mm-hmm. Healing energy. Healing energy. She got it. She gonna be all right.
All for the good, for sure. For sure. Then let me see. Myself, bro. We doing the same thing, man. We got Banana Bread up here. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the homie Mike, man. And then you know we gotta coordinate. Feel me?
Okay.
Gotta coordinate with the OG logo. Talking about he's not slacking on the back.
You gotta coordinate.
There it is, right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Miguel? Coordinate.
Coordinate.
The mushrooms, baby. We got the mushrooms. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Coordinate.
And then, of course, man, we got the flick of the wrist over here, man. Hold on. Team
That's
Red Line.
age. That's us showing our age with.
Facts, bro. Facts. Team Red Line in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Of course, man, we got a rep for the home team, man. Wis St. Clan in the building. Shout out to the Patreon family. Shout out to the family that's upstairs. Most of them sleeping right now. Appreciate y'all for doing what y'all do. And then, you know, Chicago style glizzies. You gotta have that hot pepper in there, man. Shout out to OG Levance in the building, man. Straight fire. You know what I'm talking about? Levance, Miss Wesley, and the Young Deuce. We appreciate y'all for sure.
Shout out to the Straight Fire family.
That's it. Shout out to the whole family.
What
My man Jay in the building. Shout out to the homie
What
Jay.
up, Jay?
Appreciate you. Definitely one of the Whiskey Bomb Network members, right there.
Hey, Wiz. Peek your phone real quick.
Big Mike.
Y'all know what it is, man. It's time to run the sponsorship ad anyway, so that's perfect time.
Before we wow out some more.
Yeah, before we wild out, man.
Wow, we already done wilding out.
I mean, you know, it's gonna get worse. So y'all know what it is, man. Get your mind right. We got water. Get your green tea, whatever you may indulge in. Get your snacks on, and we'll be back in about 3 or 4
Your
minutes.
prison candy, all that jazz.
Get your roll on.
Let's go.
Hey, that's
Lindworm Exotics is an up-and-coming, family-owned breeder focused on quality, customer service, and integrity. They produce amazing ball pythons, Dumerals boas, super dwarf articulated pythons, boa constrictors, and more. Check out Lindworm Exotics on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for sponsoring the channel. Pipstalkers is a true dynamic duo in the ball python industry. These pairs quickly become one of the hottest names in the game, with an emphasis on hypo, cryptic, stranger, black exanthic, and desert ghost. They're taking the dark side to a whole new level. Join the Pip set, follow Pipstalkers on Instagram so you don't miss out on anything. And thanks again, Pipstalkers, for sponsoring the channel. Static Morphs is an up-and-coming ball python breeder, dialed in on stranger, desert ghost, clown, het red exanthic, and more. Keeps the emphasis on customer service, integrity, and creating the sickest ball pythons in the game. Give Static Morphs a follow on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. That's Static Morphs. Dial in and see the clear picture. Thanks again for sponsoring the channel. Big shout out to perchcraft.com. That's www.perchcraft.com. They provide high quality 3D printed reptile husbandry products that aid in providing a comfortable environment for all your scaly friends. Arboreal, semi-arboreal, gecko species, make sure you reach out. www.perchcraft.com. Use the promo code sophisticated24 for a special discount. Thanks again to perchcraft.com. Heathen Hatchery is one breeder that should be on your radar. He is at the forefront of some amazing projects and continues to innovate with genes that are already established. Brian has some amazing orange ghost combos that he has produced, and he's not slowing down at all. He also has Mandarin and Scrambler combos that'll blow you away. If you like orange, Heathen Hatchery is the way to go. Also, gotta mention his unique line of Yellow Belly that's sure to do major things. Make sure you give him a follow on Morph Market, IG, and YouTube. That's Heathen Hatchery. Stick to the plan. These Balls and Exotics has some of the most amazing ball pythons being produced today, but we call Dylan the Burm King. He has quickly established himself in the Burmese python world and has acquired and produced some of the rarest and most beautiful burms the world has ever seen. Wayline Caramel, Labyrinth, and Pied are just the tip of the iceberg. Dylan also keeps and breeds chondros with the focus on designer lineage. Make sure to give him a follow on Morph Market, IG, and YouTube. These Balls and Exotics, where Burm is king. Yes, sir. Ski. Shout out to the sponsors. Appreciate all y'all for what y'all do. 34 watching, 31 likes, man. Appreciate all y'all too for tapping in. All y'all. Much love to y'all. Uh-oh. Somebody else tapping in right now. Hey, he put on some clothes. Y'all give it up for the one and only. No pause, Bobby.
Father. Ooh, I like that shirt. I like that shirt.
Yeah, man. Let's show off the merch right away.
Yeah.
Glizzy Squad.
Glizzy Squad.
Glizzy Squad. It seems like everybody else internet moving slow.
Shout out to the Glizzy gang. So
now I'm trying to figure out if my internet.
Look at Levance, bro. Levance is
Nice. Levance is funny.
Is this safe in here?
Oh, it's never safe in here, man. It's never safe.
It depends on who you are.
This is a safe zone for all those involved. What up, Will? Silent Assassin, James Perry, what it do?
What up, James?
Big Dan, what
Jamil,
up?
what up?
J Mill in the building. Oh, y'all know what it is, man.
Yep.
You gotta hit that pose. J Millie, appreciate you that tango for the homie. DJ need a Glizzy Squad shirt. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Will.
We got y'all. We got y'all. If y'all want to be honorary members of the Glizzy Squad, we welcome you.
Through a vetting process. I'm not privy to the details of the vetting process, but that's going to be up to Father down in the life. NKG. He's a member.
NKG, yes, because he's the chairman.
He's the chairman. Shout out to the Glizzy gang, man. Today's sophisticated topic. We're gonna try to get a little bit of sophistication in here tonight, man. Today's sophisticated topic is boundaries, man. Like what's the boundaries that you set for yourself as a breeder? And then what boundaries do you allow, or should I say give other breeders that you plan on purchasing from, or that you have purchased from? And when I speak on boundaries, I mean Jesus Christ. Bosa is insane. Look, Purple Passion in the building. Now they say, look at Levance. All the time, make sure we all in line, man. That's a fact.
That's a squad. Yeah, because I can't say nothing no more, man. No,
and when boundaries as far as when is it too much interaction? What's too many questions? When do you kind of draw that line between like a potential sale, potential customer, or a previous customer, and then someone who is just constantly tapping the well for whatever information they can give you? And then same thing on the other side. When do you feel like you have overstepped your bounds as a purchaser? You know what I'm saying? When you ask questions or request pictures or whatever the case may be. So we're gonna try to get some sophistication in here today. Never too many,
Mine's gonna be real quick. Mine's gonna be real quick because I ain't sold none to nobody. As a buyer, my only boundary is please don't send me the baby unless they have reached at least 100 grams. That is my only thing. Because I'm not good at the establishing part. I would rather, I know, because a lot of times I get a little trigger happy. And when I see that egg cutting, I'm like, yo, I want that one. And so I have to wait. And I would rather wait till they get that baby up, eating, and stable before you ship them off to me. Don't ship them off to me after one meal. That's my only requirement. Which I've never had issues with that. Now I bought two small babies at a expo, but not via online. They ship them to me. So that's the only thing I have that I require as far as boundaries go. If they trying to rush that baby to me, I don't want it. I'll be like, you know what? It's cool. You keep it.
What do you do? Have you ever ran into any discrepancies where you kind of question whether or not that's the actual animal that, you know what I'm saying, you saw the pictures of? Like maybe they, slipped you a different animal. Like let's say it's something pretty common, like you got an inchy triple head or something like that, and then they swap it out for an inchy that's basically the same, but you notice like a specific characteristic about the tail, and then they send you a mark on the head or something like that you like, and then they chip you it and it ain't that same joint. Like, do you raise a stink about that? Because I mean, it wasn't that particular animal. I mean, do you have to necessarily specify that? A lot of people use like the numbers, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. They lose like one general picture for the whole cut. Yeah.
For the whole cut, yeah. Like, do you kind of like what do you do in that?
Lucky for me, I haven't had that issue via online because I don't shop online via Morph Market. I shop with my friends and people on Patreons via Instagram. So like for instance, I bought a blackhead calico. It had a specific ringer, and there's no denying that that's the one that I picked. That's the one I want. So when she came to me, if I did not see that ringer, it would have been a problem because I'd be like, nah, I chose that one for a reason. But I never had issues like that, luckily for me. Because I don't just, I'm sorry, no shade to anybody else. I don't just go on Morph Market and click buy or click auction with some rando. I gotta know the people
I feel
for me to buy.
That happened to me once before. And you can clearly tell the difference in the snake that I bought versus the snake I received. And then there is also, depending on how many snakes that person has for sale from that same clutch, there could be a difference in price. So like when I didn't receive the snake I wanted, and you could tell like pattern was different on the dorsal, side gut was different, pattern on the head was different, and everything. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm like, bro, it's either refund me or send me that snake that I was supposed to get. And I'm keeping this snake because I was like, you try to pull a fast one on me and I caught it. So I was like, it's either you do right or you're getting reported to Morph Market. So I was just like, you got 48 hours. I'm giving you 2 days. If you don't check your account, Morph Market.
I can feel that. I can feel that. When do you in real life, like when do you really get suspicions like, oh, this just might just be a tire kicker, or this person kind of sound fishy, might be a scammer? What are some of them red flags that kind of set you off when it comes to that on both sides of the field, whether it's somebody buying something or if you looking to buy something?
I don't trust nothing off of Facebook. Everything I see on Facebook, I think so
Facebook is the devil.
That's the red flag first. Yeah. Because I got tricked like that. I paid this dude, I think it was like $500-$600 for like easy pie or whatnot. I think it was like super OD YB pie, whatnot. It was like maybe 3 years ago. But anyways, I paid him through PayPal and everything. And they was like, oh no, he a scammer. And I started asking people questions in a Facebook group. So now I just, go through people, you know what I'm saying? Like I go through friends, and most likely friends will know somebody that have something that I'm looking for, because Morph Market, I go I go on Morph Market maybe one time a week or once every 2 weeks now.
All right, and then speaking of, since you and Elias both said that you tend to typically go through friends, and I'm the same boat. I would try to buy something from one of y'all before I just randomly jump on Morph Market. Only way I'll get it from someone else is if nobody that I have a direct contact with has the specific genes or specific animal that I want. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm good. I don't want it. But KG, that's a good point. That's a very good point, bro. That's a very, very good point. There's been 1 question tire kickers and 16 question buyers. That's a fact. So you can't really judge one book by the cover. You gotta, open that up. You're right. My bad.
You gotta be talking about how you gotta be talking to
my bad, OG.
That man ain't got no nails. He biting on fucking nubs and shit.
I'm biting
and DJ stop biting your lip too.
Nigga, I just do it.
Right. Since everybody do buy from friends and generally buy. If you jump on Morph Market and let's say it's Pat or KG or me or Keys or Big Mike, Miguel or anybody, and you jump on Morph Market, Ash, and you see a snake that's theirs and it's available on Morph Market, do you hit them up for a discount or do you just go ahead and buy that?
No.
I say if discount is given on the person, but I will never ask. Me neither. I'm first of all, I'm too prideful to ask for a discount. Second of all, I'm a creative. I'm a photographer. I like to pay people what they ask. I like to pay them their price. I don't like to undercut them. But I'm not afraid to ask for a payment plan. I'm quick to do that. I'm like, yo, I can't give you it all up front, but I've had some friends bless me, like, because of you, I'll knock 25% off. Because of you, I'll knock 10% off, whatever. And I'll take it. I'll be grateful for it, but I'm never gonna be the first one to ask for a discount. Now, if you say you want $1,500, okay, I ain't got $1,500, but can we break it up into like 3 payments? Right. And go from there.
And do you automatically go ahead, anybody else want to answer that? Or I guess
but before we move on, like for example, like Eddie being so close to me, like sometimes he comes to me for rodents. And sometimes he'll be like, hey, you want to trade? Rodents for snake? I'm like, cool. That's how I got my banana pie. I was like, cool, I'll take that. But I will never ask for it. But if you offer, I'm like, are you sure? Okay. Because it takes a lot. It takes a lot to grow the babies that everybody has. It takes time. You gotta feed them and you take care of them. So to be like, oh, just because I know this person, he's gonna give me a discount. No.
Shouldn't this be the way it is though? Shouldn't
I do. I ain't gonna front.
Advice to friends.
I just can't help myself. Like that.
Should everybody say it again, Mike?
Listen, you should even be giving discounts to strangers if they buy 3-4 animals in one go from you. It's about good business practice, right? You want to create a bond with that person, so that stranger will become a friend. That stranger will be somebody that you can share information with. He might end up making something down the line that you want. That's how we build relationships. We were all strangers one day. Once upon a time, we were all strangers.
I wouldn't even have to ask, because the way I treat people, I'm going to get that regardless, because I get what I get. So I wouldn't even think to ask.
And that's how it should be. That's how it should be. You shouldn't have to ask for it. And that's the thing. Like, me personally, I'm not charging. Like, I'm not charging y'all the same that I'm charging somebody else.
So Wiz, can I ask a question then on top of it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll answer, and then that will explain where my question comes from. But
yeah.
I generally don't really ask for a discount. Now, a lot of people will be like, "Hey, man," because we know each other, and they'll offer a discount. Exactly. But generally, I ask for discounts because I think at this point, once you hit a certain size and knowledge point, and it's not very late in the game, it's pretty early. I'm looking for really good examples. I don't want to question anything. I want to know, and that you got to pay for. You know, a lot of times if you're getting a cheap snake, that's exactly what you're getting.
Facts, bro.
But if you're, it's from the people, they shouldn't have
And as far as like me, as far as me giving discounts, it depends. I'll say this: I have learned through past transaction, I will give discounts to friends. I'll even offer it up, but I will now throw out the caveat: if at any point you're getting rid of this animal, I get first dibs.
Oh yeah,
because I've had friends flip my animal because I gave them a really good deal.
Yeah, same, bro. That's definitely a double-edged sword. I ain't think about that. I ain't think about it that far.
That's crazy.
But I do like.
Dog, that's a dog thing. Like you breed that dog, bro. I get a
living motherfucker.
Like that type. Yeah.
So you said Miguel, you said somebody flipped a snake that you sold them.
I mean, I gave them like a, and it was one of those where they did come to me and they're like, "Oh, I really want to get in this project. I know, help. Can you help me out, whatever?" And we kind of went back and forth, and they kind of pulled on the heartstrings. I'm like, you know what? We're boys. I got you.
I'll be 10.
50% off. He had the snake. Maybe 90 days. I don't know if he made it 90 days.
Sheesh.
What?
And I didn't know he sold it. The person who bought it reached out and said, "Hey, ain't you in this project? I just got this snake from so and so." And I said, "Yo, you just got the snake from so and so."
Crazy.
And he used me for profit.
Wow.
So he made you the middleman without you even.
Pretty
you know
much.
what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
If I'd have known, bro, like if I would have, and I'm sure if you would have known, you was just like, yo, if you just gonna sell it, bro, like point me in the direction and I'll give you, like, I'll throw you a cut. You feel me? Like, let me make a sale, but I'll give you a finder's fee. Damn, bro, that's.
And I'll say, just the way I am, I didn't go to that person and be like, yo, why did you do that?
Of course,
we're just done.
Oh,
we're done.
Yeah.
I don't need to. I don't need to know why you did it. We're done. You pay full price every time. There's no discussion.
Every time.
Oh yeah,
that's it, bro. I'd rather have you wondering what happened.
Yeah,
straight up. I'd rather have you wondering what happened. Straight up. KG is a broker. 100% facts, bro. 100% facts, bro.
That's crazy.
And like you said too, Miguel, like you, because coming from, I used to breed bullies, so like that's one of them things too. Like, yo, I'll sell you this dog for half price or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Benji?
I need a puppy.
Oh
bro.
shit! What up, Benji?
I need first pick of the litter. You feel me? And
yeah.
As like they'll breed the dog with 2 or 3 different and give you whatever ones. You know what I'm saying? They don't like whatever ain't the high value litter. You feel me? Like they'll let you pick between those 2, but that third one you don't even know what happened. And I mean that's the same thing that I've heard about happening back in the day with like breeder loans and stuff like that with snakes. So I mean it's
that's why they always say never send your mail. Never send your mail to the breeder loan. You always get you always get the mail.
Get the girl first,
away
because you plug into everything, bro. Unless I mean, as long as it's
credit you didn't even take
exactly, and you got to pay attention because people will be selling animals, and you be like, "Hold on, how do he got that?" You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, man. But what up, Benji Coop? Dog breeding is a different world, though. Yeah, it's extra.
It is cutthroat, man.
Extra cutthroat, bro. I think Miguel made a good point though. You got to be kind of cautious too when it comes to your friends, because
DJ, you sleeping?
Friends ain't friends, bro.
No, he ain't sleep yet.
They got that blanket around him. He'll be sleeping about half hour.
If you put that pip set on, you get comfy over there. You be snuggling.
I'm gonna get off the camera.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I knew KG wasn't jumping on, bro. You knew better than that, Pat.
He's waiting for the link.
He done trolled you. He done trolled you just to get off camera.
KG got the link in multiple chats. Straight up.
That man, I'm ready.
KG got the link in multiple group chats, man.
And I think I take the approach too, which I think probably a lot of people are doing more and more the more serious you get. When you start off, it's very hobby level and you're building that community. Once you get the idea that this is potentially something that's going to generate revenue, you kind of switch to a business mindset. And I'm not giving, it's not, we're friends, but if the friendship is predicated on this, we're not really friends. And you understand that for me, this is a business that's going to be treated as such. Nothing personal. But I'm selling these because I need to
actually respect that too.
I'll be competitive price. I'll be competitive price. Like I said, if we go way back at the situation, sure we can make a deal. But for the most part, don't ask for it. It's kind of I don't like it.
Yeah, but I like supporting my friends through other avenues and then getting blessed that way, like the whole Patreons and stuff like that. Like, and then they do, okay, you've been a member for 16 months. I'll throw some credit or whatever. I don't ask for it, but if they offer it, I'm taking it. I'm here like, shoot, yeah. So that way they benefit off me paying the monthly fees, and then I benefit off, I finally found an animal I want. All right, we're going to take 15, 20, 30 bucks off of it. And I love it that way. That way everybody benefit.
And that was the number one.
He popped up real quick. He was like, what?
Get him, KG. Get him, Don D.
It's okay, KG. I'm about to hop off in a bit because I got to go to work in the morning.
That's one of the best things about a lot of the Patreons, though, is
Sunday morning.
Because then you can apply those discounts that way too.
Y'all do know I got 2 different jobs, right?
Wait, what's the other job? I mean, you're a teacher, right? You're a teacher, and what's the other job?
I'm a teacher and I run cameras for a mega church.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the church too. Yeah.
I know Wiz over here has helped me procure some snakes just by association, just by knowing it. You're killing me with that comment, dude. You're killing me.
Jeez, you spent $500 a month on Patreon.
Yeah, $500 on Patreon. But you think about it, bro. He just banking that basically. If it's the right Patreon, he just banking it because it's alternative credit. So the moment something happened where he like, yo, I need that. Not only do he get priority because he in the Patreon, but all the money that he spent and it gets is applied to credit. So you know what I'm saying? Like Elias said, it's a win-win in that situation. Anyway, JP.
Silent.
Hey, Wiz, before we continue, I was gonna say, what's your first topic for your conspiracy theory show?
What?
The first topic for your conspiracy theory show. What did you mention?
Honestly, I think I want to do
I got a recommendation.
Go ahead. Mando.
You should do the Dogon tribe since it's directly related.
Vamos a empezar con the Dogon tribe. Oh Lord.
They knew about
related to our industry. That one's directly related.
They knew about all the animals or all the planets before we even knew there was up there. So yeah, that's a fact, bro. They knew about it.
But you remember, so part of their conspiracy theory, if you get into it, is that they affected the genes. I don't know if you know this, but that's the same area where ball pythons were, and they had the highest rate of albinism and genetic mutations on the planet for animals in that area, which is where ball pythons come from. So it's directly related to why ball pythons, if you believe in the conspiracy theory, why they're so variable.
Okay.
But if you actually think about it, that's a good. That's pretty good.
But it's a conspiracy theory that's directly related to our
way too.
Oh man, you're making my brain fucking just go 1,000 miles an hour.
I'm taking notes right now.
Remember, it's not planets they knew about. They knew about the Sirius star system,
the
which
star
is
system.
5.8
binary.
But they did also know about other planets.
Talk about religion, but we're gonna do
we should talk about the Perry remap too.
But the Dogon one's interesting, like I said, because it's directly correlated to us.
Hell yeah, KG.
30%.
Yeah, that's actually a good one too. The Dogon tribe is really dope. I was literally just watching a video about them. Dude went in there and started looking at the drawings on the cave walls and all that. And they had, not only did they have Sirius A and B, they also had that 9th planet that nobody else knew about that got there looking for. That's a whole nother conspiracy in itself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Or the Perry remap too. That's a good one too.
And we gonna do Tartarus. You know about Tartarus, right? Like the old So we gonna do that. The fucking
oh man,
the
When-
world
when is-
fairs and how
when
they
is this
were,
popping
like,
off?
hiding ancient history, and then it was
When
like,
is this
oh,
popping
we're gonna
off?
tear it all down.
I need to make sure I have time allotted for this
We'll
show.
let you know.
All right, bro. I'll hop in. I'm gonna hop in and talk about this shit.
That's a fact, James. Best Patreon out there. The Biru, that's it. The 9th planet. You know what it is. Well, 10th planet X, but now it's 9.
That's the one in the outer asteroid belt?
All the way
Yeah,
out there, bro.
it goes all the way out, and then it got that weird orbit. It's like an oval, super long. It's like every 30 years it passed by us. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yes, sir. Shout out to KG. Shout out to KG. Yeah, it's a lot of craziness going on in the world and a lot of it is just stuff that's either been hidden from us or been destroyed on purpose. You know what I'm saying? To keep us
Step down.
Yeah, man. Keep us dumb. Sheep.
Anyway, I didn't mean to derail. I just thought that would be a good first one.
No, that's a good
That's
one.
That's what the show is about, bro. We ADHD in this show. Bro. We don't talk. Yeah, I'm good.
We'll go into what I'm talking about.
Topic, bro. For sure. Yeah,
Did
busy
you,
year already.
you were here at the beginning of the show. Come on, Miguel. We went off topic right away.
Yeah.
Beginning was crazy as hell, but that's how it goes, bro. The show is, just whatever comes up, we talk about it, man. Cool.
His show is bipolar.
Yeah, it's bipolar, ADHD, all
Just like Wisconsin weather. Fucking Wisconsin weather, baby.
But it's fun, man. We have a good time.
Shit.
That's all.
All right, losers. I gotta check you out. KG, if I log off and you don't log on, I'm fighting you.
I'm right behind you, Elias.
He's not going.
Because I gotta get up. I gotta get up at 5 a.m. to go to church. So yeah.
I'm just going to
Five,
check.
yeah.
I gotta count my grandma's Cheerios.
My flowers again, just like last night, go to Bosa and his wife Diane, and also Will and his wife. Shout out to all the wives out there, especially those who are battling that cancer and stuff or going through situations like that. So I love y'all, bros. I love y'all wives.
Love you too, bro.
Let's keep it positive. Healing energy, peace, love, happiness. Bye, dipshits.
Did he just call us dipshits?
Hell yeah.
Elias just told y'all he love y'all wives.
He did. He did say that. That's crazy. But we'll get
That's crazy. Isn't
it?
What am I doing? Oh, give me my flowers.
Bro.
Hey, before you pass out on us.
I'm about to pass out. I'm about to damn sure watch y'all on TV. I might hop back on if y'all get crazy enough. Who am I giving my flowers to this week?
So you want this party to be crazy?
I'm giving. It sounds real wild.
That's what you said.
That's how you said it.
I love when you be scrambling and scraping like that, Daddy. What? What?
Yeah, crazy.
Nah, my flowers this week. I gave my flowers to Keys yesterday in the Whiskey Bomb Network. My flowers today is going to I'm giving my flowers to myself. Shit.
Let's go.
Nobody gonna love me.
That's how you really feel.
Ain't nobody gonna love me like I love myself.
Hell yeah. They're gonna love you like love you. Facts, bro.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm gonna catch y'all on the show for a second.
Yeah, man. Have a good night, bro.
If KG hop on, I'll come back.
He backstage already. Look.
Yeah.
Oh damn, never mind. I ain't going nowhere. You gonna talk shit?
You always come here eating, man.
Dogg.
It's another stuff to ask.
Go on and get out, Snoop Dogg.
Nah, motherfucker. I ain't seen you.
I'm giving my flowers to myself. Fuck y'all.
I would have to you, but you ain't you like a deadbeat dad. You don't never come back.
got that goddamn Mr. Clean head, but that motherfucker.
Appreciate you, Don D.
Talk shit about his bald head. I bet
He
you
got
won't.
that dollar of internet too.
Father Don is giving his flowers to T.Keys.
Appreciate it.
There's gonna be some purple roses.
No pause,
Shout out to
Poppy.
Father Don. The no pause Poppy. Tell Ash to jump on, bro. It's an open spot right now.
All right, I'll get out.
No, you good. There's an open spot. We only got 9.
That's an open spot.
It's an open spot. Goddamn.
Let's go. Ask him.
I think I want to leave. He want to eat.
He said
what you trying to eat, bro?
Who?
Who's trying to leave?
What you trying to eat, DJ?
DJ trying to get a nap. You see that blinky?
Oh, he going to sleep? I thought he had some.
Nah.
I thought he had some food coming or something. I be shit.
You ain't going to the Royal Caribbean. Sit your ass down.
Yo, what you pulling up today, DJ?
Hey, bro, you said what?
What you pulling up?
Motherfucker, I talked to you earlier before we got on the show that night.
He was on that green tea. He was on that green tea.
I told this man I was doing rats and shit.
Well, that's right.
And he forgot.
He just
forgot.
like 9 o'clock. Or it was like 8 o'clock or some shit. That was late.
I picked my girl up at 8, bro.
Yeah.
Did I just hear him say in? And he called himself.
What?
Hey, that's when you know it's real. Hey, he said, "T.K., you I mean, I was cleaning rats." Shut up.
That's how you know it's real.
See, that's the only reason why I stayed on, because this man funny as hell.
Yeah, KG a fool, man. Somebody messaged me today. I don't remember who it was. It was like, man, yo, you, T.Keys and KG together is hilarious. I was like, yeah, bro, that's
Nigga, I told you that.
That was DJ. Yeah,
there it go again.
Green tea, bro. I be high, bro. Listen, I be high, bro. I be high, bro. And I'm like, yo, that's just KG.
I realized what you're saying just now. I caught what you're saying now.
That was DJ. Be high, bro.
Yeah, but we was on the phone. That's what's so funny about it. You said I text you.
He was on the phone.
Y'all just
That's
be
his
lying
phone call.
Yo, the way the days go by, bro. Cause I remember I just did a fucking live, and then you was texting me, and I was like, hold up, I didn't want to fucking text, man, so I just called you and shit.
DJ, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I ain't even on cocaine, bro. I'm on something else.
You dumb. I'm on your side. Man, god damn, now you done flipped on me.
Graduated the ass. Crazy word.
Probably because it didn't show the canon Benji back then. The only reason T.Keys got popped is because he showed the canon. That's why. Yeah, if they didn't see the canon, they just heard it. So they can't prove that.
If you hear something over here, hey, don't worry about it. You know
what I'm saying? No, Benji a fool. He popped his cannon at his house in the middle of the hallway.
He got a cannon?
Like not a cannon, but you know a cannon.
Come on, DJ, really?
No, for some reason, bro, I just really pictured Benji with a cannon in the hall. Because it's Benji, bro.
This is fucking Benji. I get it. I get it.
You gotta know what
I said the ocean giveth and take it away. You don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah. Don't tell him. And he had 2 in each hand. That boy was like Max Payne.
I ain't seen this man in a month and another set of Sundays, and he still talking trash.
That's all.
It wasn't even that much. It wasn't even that much food on that plate. All that clinking you doing.
He eat some
candy, Jolly Ranchers, like
Jolly Ranchers.
Well, it was some pot roast or something with some
Hey, y'all better
mashed potatoes and roast.
That was that homemade bazooka, dog. That was that chocolate chip and that vanilla. Hot.
I'm just surprised you ain't got a golf shirt on.
Sideways.
Oh shit! What up?
Extra slim right now, bro. There we go. Why is your okay? There we go. You good?
Why you having hair like that?
Yeah, he had it in the corner, bro.
Look at dude. What is he on right now?
You got a little facial hair. He don't know how to act.
That man in time
out
right
now. Why y'all get that fat? I don't like it, man. Hey, man, don't worry about me.
Why you over there hiding in the corner, bro?
Yo, hey, I've done that shit, bro. I've talked to somebody outside and went right inside and be like, yo, somebody told me some shit a couple weeks ago, bro. And they literally just told me that shit. Bro, I be high.
That's funny as hell.
What hell?
Bro, I don't be knowing, bro, what the fuck we go. Plus, I don't sleep, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't sleep. I don't.
You heard what DJ said. Nigga, I said that.
I got my candy in the refrigerator, bro.
Ash on his way. All right, bet.
He meant that.
Bro, I be roasting.
Hey, Wiz, I want everybody's opinion on this panel, man.
Okay.
100
man versus gorilla.
I knew this motherfucker was going there.
Versus a silverback gorilla.
Hey, that gorilla gonna tear them men up.
What it do,
bro? You get again, everybody get to align
get the right
for us.
100 men. I'm
bring
telling you, get the right 100 men. The right, he just.
But no tools, no weapons allowed. No tools.
A gorilla will fuck you up, dog.
The gorilla
will fuck you up.
Gorillas all day, bro.
Gorilla.
All day.
100 I don't care. I don't care if you are the strongest fucking man.
No weapons.
Lifting bunch of weights. A gorilla will fuck
you. If you got no weapons, you're done.
Hey, wait. Hold on. Time out. Let's let's go down to common sense. Okay. 100 men can't attack the gorilla at once.
Exactly.
So you got to throw that out of your mind.
Impossible.
At most, if y'all surround them, maybe 10, 12. And once those 12 get decapitated and de-armed, the other 90 is leaving. They like, hey,
tell him,
go, bro.
He wouldn't even happen.
Bro, he literally just gonna be breaking people in half, bro.
No, it's not gonna happen. Now, hey, when y'all first get on him,
bro,
you gonna get on him and he gonna be kind of like, what the hell y'all doing? But once he get mad, night.
You're done, bro. You're done.
What about you, RO? I want to hear RO's thought, man. What do you think? You think we got a chance, RO? 100 man versus silverback.
Hey, that's just like 100 man goddamn versus me.
Shut the fuck up.
RO, I know you did not just compare yourself to a silver.
Super
pause, bro.
What? It's funny as hell. Like that shit came late as fuck.
That boy tried to be serious when he.
All right, DJ, who you got, DJ?
That's like 100. What he said? That's like 100.
You got 100 man or the gorilla?
Silverback.
Nah, bro.
Who you got, DJ?
Bro. I got the gorilla.
Bro, I can't breathe.
All right. What about you, Will?
There go Ash. DJ, you want to jump off for real?
No.
Right.
You gotta be quicker than that.
Real quick.
Who is on?
Quicker than that.
Gorilla's gonna kill everybody.
I'm telling you, it won't get to that.
It's
After
gorilla,
the 10 get decapitated,
So
the
we have
90
one
are
person.
leaving.
Hey, I'm telling you.
The 90 are leaving.
He said we got a chance. We just got to strategize. So
okay, let me ask you this. Hold on. Who's going first?
Keith.
I'm not in it at all, man. I'm
not me.
They had an idea, yeah.
Okay, listen. This is what we're gonna do.
If you're thinking about fighting the gorilla,
this is what we're gonna do at Tinley. We're gonna do our own experiment. After the auction, we're gonna clear the tables out, and then we're gonna pick 10 men against Levance, and let's see who wins. Levance is a silverback. Now,
he gonna be tossing breeders left and right.
Which 10 gonna go? I'm gonna watch. Somebody gotta film it. So I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna film it, and then y'all figure out which 10
I want to be tribute.
Oh my God.
You
I do not want to be tribute.
Hey, Levance probably over there like, hell no, I'm not fighting no silverback.
Yeah, Levance like, y'all crazy. Don't put me in there.
Nah,
don't put
you know
me
what's
in
funny?
bro.
You know what's funny is
Don't lose, bro.
my son asked me this a week and a half ago, and what I've come to realize that anybody under the age of 35 think that men got a chance. Anybody over 35, they don't even hesitate. Oh, I'm taking the gorilla.
Gorilla all day.
Gorilla all day.
Gorilla.
Gorilla
Easily, bro.
A chimp will
bro.
fuck you up either way.
Bro, we
man.
just saw a
Either
video,
way.
bro.
Chimp will either way. Being
Either
real.
a
We just
chimp
saw a
will
video.
fuck you up.
Fuck you up.
Good night, broski.
A
We
gorilla
just saw a
cannot-
video.
A boom will
Grab
fuck
the
you up.
man.
A
Silverback
You-
gorilla can toss a car. What you think he gonna do to you? With you? Like, come on, man.
Bro, you broke in half.
Have you
bro.
seen?
You getting broke in half.
Hey, listen. Go
And
to
we ain't
YouTube.
even spoken about it.
Fight. No, just watch two silverbacks fight each
Teeth
other.
on that thing is like this, bro.
Bro, 2,000
Yeah, we only
pound
talking
bite
about
force.
getting a back slap.
Bruh, hey, no, just watch two silverbacks fight.
Yeah,
You don't want that smoke.
I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys have seen that YouTube video of that gorilla, that silverback walking
guards
by
don't even go
and
in there.
grabbing one of the camera guys and just dragging him.
Yeah, you just
And
drag
the
them
guy-
to let them know, yo, I could kill you.
Yeah,
And
I'm like,
everybody stood
fuck that,
still
bro.
because what you gonna do?
You ain't gonna do shit. You
What
be
you
like, all
really
right,
gonna
man.
But here's the
about that?
plan. All right, hear me out, y'all.
Rest
Hear
in
me
peace,
out.
Nice
I got a
knowing
plan.
you, my
I
boy.
told Keith already. Dog, I got a
Appreciate you,
plan.
boy.
I got a plan to
All
beat
right,
the gorilla. Okay, so hear me out.
Hey, this plan is
So
funny.
we gonna
too.
get all the heavyweight UFC champions and fighters in general. We gonna gather them all. Okay, all best O line and D line of football. We gather them all. Okay, we gonna all group them all together, and then we gonna bring Keys and Wiz. Okay.
No, sir.
And what we're gonna
No,
do?
sir.
We're gonna throw.
No, sir.
No, hold on. We're gonna We're gonna
listen
you
to
have
listen
to do
to
this
I
this.
like
as
living, bro.
humanity.
I like
Hey,
living.
listen to this.
Listen.
I like
You gotta
living.
listen to this.
I finally made a daughter, bro. No.
So, all right, y'all listen. Yo, we got sumo players and football players coming at you, grabbing you, Wiz and Keys, okay? We're gonna throw you to the gorilla. We're gonna throw your ass. He's gonna get distracted.
Damn.
He's gonna dismantle y'all, man. It's gonna get ugly. Like it's gonna get ugly, dog.
Damn, why you
Fucking
want him
limbs
to die,
coming
bro?
off. Right? Limbs coming off. Okay, it's getting ugly. Yo, listen, let me finish the story, man. So limbs are coming off, right? We're gonna go and manpile this gorilla afterwards with the O line and D line. We rush at him. We go manpile this gorilla. Okay, we gonna hold him down. Okay, that's the whole plan. Just to hold
You
him
didn't
down.
tell him about the weapons. Where
Then
did
we
the
gonna
weapons come from?
No,
He said we got
yeah.
the
So
weapons.
we
Your
gonna,
body
and then,
part.
No, I'm not done yet. We got the UFC fighters. Yeah, we got the UFC fighters. We're gonna pick up the limbs of Wiz and Keys, man, all the bones, and we gonna weld it into a weapon. We gonna weld it into a weapon, and then we gonna give it to the UFC fighters, man. And they're going in, dog, with shanks, man. That's how we gonna
It turned
kill the
into King
gorilla.
Kong versus
I
Godzilla
think.
with the axe.
Hey,
I mean,
Bro,
we gotta
you
either
know how
pick
hilarious
Wiz or
that
Keys
is.
or Jason Derulo. You know what I mean? Which one you want, man? Shit, you gotta be so
Jason
We
Derulo,
appreciate-
bro. Stop
I'm
being
tired.
bro,
Get your
bro. Why is
I'm
he?
tired.
We gotta throw somebody, man. That's the
Somebody
main
got
plan.
to take on for the team. I
We
guess
appreciate the
for the
sacrifice.
greater
Bro.
good. I'll take the
For the
He
sacrifice.
gonna be
greater good,
popping, bro. That gorilla
Like y'all
gonna be
said, he
popping
gonna
off
be
heads.
tearing. Dog,
It's just
dog,
gonna be like
popping
twist,
off head,
pop,
crushing
twist,
skulls,
pop, twist,
caving
pop.
chest in, yeah, ripping
It's
limbs
over.
apart. Yeah.
Wiz, how's your calcium level?
Look,
So
You got
we
good
picking
bones?
all that up though.
I got good
Picking all
bones.
that
I
up,
got
and we
good
gonna
bones.
make a weapon out of it. You know what I'm saying?
I got good bones.
Bro, how
Hey,
many
Vinny said
people?
you must have watched
How
damn
many?
Blue
use it.
Wolverine.
Bro, how many? Pat,
Oh,
really?
fuck.
How many people you know how to make spears out of bones? You know that takes
Dog,
time,
you gonna
right?
be back. I mean, you better be back there doing something. Shit.
Oh,
We
just because
shanking
of
you with
bone
bones,
stealers?
man. You
Can't
ever
no
see
more.
broken bones? Man, you can shank him with a
His
broken
hands tied
bone,
right now.
dog. Yo, that gorilla gonna make the weapon for us, man. He gonna be throwing it all away. We just gotta pick up the bones, man.
Bro just gonna be bashing us.
Yeah,
Man.
hey,
He just gonna be bashing other
that's
people
the
with me
only
and
way I
Keys. He
see
gonna
us
have
winning,
me in one
man.
hand and Keys in the
There's
other
no
hand.
other
And just
hope.
be hitting cats. And
We
we
gotta
supposed to be
sacrifice.
cool with that?
We gotta sacrifice some people, man.
Pat,
We
What's
gotta
the greater
sacrifice some
good,
people.
though?
I
I'm
want
with
to know
you.
Yeah, what
I
I'm
is
with
want
you,
to know
Pat.
what you
what is the
smoked.
greater good though? I'm
What
for it
did
as long
you
as it's
smoke
like
to come up
Like
with
what?
this?
Yeah, what's the greater
Yeah,
good?
bro.
What do we get for this? Do my family eat forever?
No, it's just
Are they, do they get millions of dollars?
you already talking about what am I getting? Hey,
So,
I'm
yeah,
just
you
saying,
know
if we
what?
just get dropped off in the
What, we're
middle of
gonna
nowhere,
throw
we
your
got the
fucking
silverback
ass
to
up
fight.
there at the
We're
front
gonna have
as
to throw
well.
somebody.
That's it, Mike. Throw him. Just
Shit.
drop me in the middle of the jungle, bro. I'm from Africa, bro. I'ma just
man.
resort back to my roots, bro. And you know what I mean.
Hey, and go to that cave. Shit, that's what your roots
Feel me?
did.
Hey,
Get
man,
your
I'm
ass in
telling
that
you,
cave.
I'm gonna grab a stick with some fire on it,
that's
and
the
that's
only
it. I'm
way.
gonna wave it at him and be like, "Yo, back up, back up,
Hey,
son."
no tools, no fires,
I
man.
want to
Nah, all
know.
we
I
got
want
is
to
each
know
other,
what you
dog.
smoked, bro, to come up with this plan.
Bro, I'm
Look
gonna
at
tell
that
you
team
this.
win, Wiz.
That's what
One
I
for the
want to
team,
know.
Wiz. One
Yeah,
for the
take one for the
team,
team. You see Randall,
What
Randall
green team,
co-signing it.
It's a team win. Team win.
Randall
It just-
co-signing it. Look, Jesus Christ. I'm not. I weigh like a
I
buck
would be like,
60,
Wiz
buck
Keys, I love you,
65, bro.
man.
I
At
ain't gonna be,
best, dude.
bro. They
He
gonna
ain't
be
gonna.
tossing me around,
He
bro.
ain't
My
gonna
wife,
survive
my
You
wife
got
was
at
talking
six
about
best.
my
Levans
legs
is grabbing
yesterday.
you, dog. We
Done
throwing,
deal, bro.
we throwing you to the gorilla, dog.
Done deal, bro.
Throwing you
And let
to
me
the
tell you
gorilla,
this
dog.
too. I don't care who the strongest UFC fighter is, bro. The gorilla could let him put him in a rear naked triangle choke,
It
and
ain't
it ain't
gonna
gonna
hurt.
do
It ain't
nothing
gonna
to the
do
gorilla,
nothing.
bro.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nah.
He won't even get his. He won't even
Like
get his
12
arms
people,
around him.
He probably won't.
like 12 people can
I beat to
sink
the
a
old whiskey
perfect
bottle.
punch and hook and punch a gorilla in the face, and the gorilla won't even budge. I guarantee you,
You
dog.
broke your
The
hand
gorilla ain't
before
gonna
you heard
budge,
that
man.
It's a
gorilla. Your
fucking
hand is
gorilla.
broken.
He will not punch him, bro. Not at
I
all.
don't. I really don't know what Pat.
And
What
we
did you
need
smoke?
Benji there too. Benji,
Did you
Benji,
smoke
we
a
need
little
you.
bit
We
of
need you there.
What up,
dog.
Chris?
laced or
Benji,
In the
something?
first
Benji,
wave, right?
Benji will be there.
No, you know, Mr. Beast is really about to do this shit, right? Silverback versus 100 men. That's his next
That's
target. He's really
insane,
trying to do
bro.
this shit.
Bro, I swear to God, whoever does
Look
that better get at least
No, we
10
live in a
mil.
crazy world where we
At
can see it
least
happen.
10 mil. At least 10 mil.
Bro,
They
do you know
better
that boy
I'm
paid
telling
an
you.
exorbitant amount of
gorilla.
money to visit places inside the Egyptian pyramids that nobody has been in over hundreds of years, bro? Like, this dude spent an
Yeah,
exorbitant
man,
amount
it's
of
about
money.
to happen, man.
Look at dude. I got it. I've been working out. Jamie, bro, I love you, but you about to get ripped into two different beasts.
Jamie's
bro.
another good one to throw to the gorilla
Two
first. And he can
distinct
give us some good shanks.
Look
You know
at
what I'm saying?
dude.
Can we just
Why you
agree
throwing?
and just,
Where are
just
you
throw-
at, Pat? While all this is
Can
going
we
on,
just
where you
throw
at?
like
In the
like
bunker?
Yeah, where's
I'm
Pat?
coordinating the whole
Pat
thing
with
with.
the
I'm
Pat with the
coordinating the
GoPro.
whole thing.
With the GoPro?
Pat
Can
with
we
the
just
GoPro.
throw
man.
like a weed bomb in the gorilla's face?
He in the
you know,
danger
just
room. He in the panic room
big
right
ass-
now.
The
He
weed
making the
bomb. See,
plans.
that's the
He
shit
in the
I'm
war
talking
room.
about, man. Where are you getting where are you getting a weed bomb? We just said no tools, and you over here got a weed bomb. Where are you gonna
I
come up
said
with that?
weed. I don't know.
That's a
fucking
fact, Randall. That
massive
dude that
ass
be running on
blunt,
the
bro.
treadmill with the
What's a
gun.
weed
All
bomb,
right, Wiz,
Pat?
I'm about to block. I'm gonna let Ash on.
What the hell?
I want a
You
weed
know,
bomb.
DJ, hold on.
Yeah,
Who you giving your flowers to? Part 2.
myself.
take your-
again.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this.
Damn, you just fucking win the KG, bro.
Myself.
All the flowers, DJ.
Boy said
All
himself
the
again.
Myself.
Myself.
My motherfucking
Again. No
Me, myself,
hesitation,
and I.
bro.
Not one.
We appreciate
And
it.
why?
DJ, keep them to somebody else.
and
Peace.
Boy Fresh.
Have a good night, bro.
I'm getting chat, talking shit.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Ash, come through, Ash. Where you at, Ash? Look at
Myself.
Jesus pink headphones that go right to him and clap him like that.
Yeah, with the big headphones.
Oh, ya van a empezar con esa chingadera. They're red.
Bullhead
Fools,
just
they're
go
red.
Oh my God, this is man. Stop speaking that, man.
No,
Yo, man,
this
I'm telling you
red.
something.
This red.
Pink dust.
Yeah,
that is
red
red.
right there.
And
Yeah,
Miguel's
that's red.
wearing pink. Look, Miguel, that's pink. All right, soft.
No, he's
Miguel
not.
wearing
salmon.
salmon.
Soft salmon.
Miguel got on
This
salmon.
is
No,
red.
it's
This is red, bro. This
Salmon.
is red.
No, it's not.
You want to find
Open your eyes, Pat. Open your eyes, Pat.
I mean, look at Val. Val
I
said
thought
he'll
I
go
was
first.
crazy.
Fuck it.
That's why I asked. I thought I was like, okay, is that just faded or is that just
Hey,
red supposed
appreciate
to
the
be
sacrifice.
pink or?
Hey, you know what I will say though? Wiz,
What up?
Off red.
you know what's gonna happen?
What?
There's gonna be 100 dummies that try this shit.
Ash, what up? Oh, 100%.
yeah.
Somebody
Oh, yeah.
going.
What
It's
up?
gonna be
It's gonna
100 people that
happen in
jump into the
2025.
clothes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's somebody.
It
It's
could
people
happen.
training right now. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
100 dummies that try this
Training
shit.
right
What's
now.
up, Ash? What's
This is what I told my son.
Training
I said,
right
hey,
now.
I said, son, just do me a favor. Go to any
Don't look.
local zoo and ask the goddamn gorilla keeper if it's possible. He'll tell you.
Nope.
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 It ain't happening.
That's
He's like,
flamingo
oh, man, I got
red.
100 men.
Hey,
Oh, but
just
me and the
because
homies-
you watch Tarzan
I
don't
said,
make it
okay.
Tarzan. Mm-mm.
Let me know when you
No,
and the
bro.
homies go try, because I'm going to film the shit.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Oh, yo,
100
hell yeah,
I
that
don't
be
care.
some great
Yeah, I want to
content.
see that
I'm with
video.
that.
That
Hell
would be
yeah.
good, Scott.
Recording.
I'm about to be rich.
Man, KG told me this when he was talking to his son, right? I happened to be on a phone and he was like, yo, hold on, Pat, what do you think? What I told him is, do you understand that human beings are one of the weakest animals on this planet? We are very easy to kill.
Big brains.
We are weak as shit, man.
Weak as hell. Big brains, weak as hell.
We are not built that strong. I don't think you understand, man. The one little punch, man, we did, dog. Like
done.
Yo,
I got no super soaker serum, bro. It's over.
Bro, when you see the first 10 get fucked up, the 90 is leaving.
I'm out.
Those 90 are gone, bro. They're not watching
back in the days when we used to live in caves, you think we only had 100 people, man? We had more than that. But guess what? We had to go in the cave, man. We're like, nah, we can't be out here, dog. In these streets, man, it's too much. Nah, man.
Get fucked up. Nah. Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, man. These animals ain't no joke. They out there in the streets every day, man. Shit.
Every year on the safari, somebody go down because they thought they could get out and pet the rhino or some shit. Oh, get the picture, get my selfie. Man.
Dude, people do that in national parks when they see a fucking bison.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like, oh, it's so
taken
pretty.
out by mosquitoes.
The elks and shit.
Bro, if you watch 10 minutes of TBD, you'll see some of the people who should not be living anymore, bro. They be doing some wild. People be jumping from one rooftop to the next and skyscraper to skyscraper, bro. And I'm just like,
man, but sky's the limit. Let them do that, man. It's part of
exactly, bro. Like, hey,
there's the Darwin Award for a reason. There's warning signs, motherfucker. You don't be doing stupid shit.
Yeah, man.
We the king of the jungle because of tools, man. Yeah, we got weapons and tools.
All right, so here go a question. Here go a question for you, Pat Weezy. How many humans do you think it would take to take out a gorilla?
No, it's not.
You can't.
You don't have enough.
There is a number. Yeah, it's never enough. Shit. It's never enough.
So the gorilla never get exhausted. You can never wear them out.
Hold on. We will face extinction. We don't have tools, man.
I'm trying to wear them.
A gorilla
will get torn up by coyotes. Not even gorillas. I'm talking about coyotes will fuck us up, man.
Oh man, come on. Hey, listen.
Stop playing.
If one police dog can take out a grown ass man, you think a gorilla got a problem?
Facts, bro. You're not wrong.
Come on, man.
You're not wrong.
It's gonna be like seeing the Incredible Hulk in real
wouldn't
life.
it be like the same thing? Like how many kids would it take to beat a grown man?
What you need to ask is this is what
can't take a grown man out.
Where they from?
This
they
is
from
what
China?
Listen, this is what you need to ask. I'm telling
Japan, somewhere where they learn.
Humans are not built like that. Soon as you see the homie get decapitated, you're out. The fight in you is gone. It's not
no fight. It's just flight.
Come on, man. It's over. You like, yeah.
Literally, the gorilla can be like.
And as soon as they tear that neck off, you like, oh, I'm out.
No.
I don't need to sacrifice.
I ain't waiting for the other 9 people.
Just keep trying. Like, okay, it didn't work for him. I'm gonna do it again. No, it don't happen like that. Humans ain't built like that, man.
Unless you're a psychopath.
Not happening.
What if you got 100? What if you got 100 people with bats?
You get 100. You get 100 psychopaths. You can find.
Yeah, you got a 10.
Nah,
you have a 10.
Now, once you bring in tools and shit,
100 motherfuckers on death row.
If you guys
don't need
have
to win, but they'll
have a chance. Just bare knuckles, just humans. That's not gonna work.
Oh, you're done. Yeah, you're
done.
It's
not happening, man.
You're done.
You gotta have something. You need them. Yeah, you need that poison dart
I don't
frog. You need that. Man, you
just
need
gonna
something.
have 100 dead people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all what the secret is, bro. Remember when John Claude Van Damme was fighting Bolo and he rolled his hands in the glass? That's all you got to do, bro. You roll your hands in the glass.
Hey, listen. Here's another fact that people don't understand.
Like over the top.
Think about
this.
Think about this. The will of a man is not like an animal. Think about that.
I'm out, bro. You ain't got to convince me. I'm out.
You can throw a house cat in the ocean, and that motherfucker, and you throw a human in the ocean, and guess who's gonna survive longer?
The cat, without a doubt.
Man, I tried to drown a rat. That shit was in the water for fucking 4 days. Bruh, they got will. So when people say, "Oh, the gorilla gonna get tired," that motherfucker ain't getting tired. I promise you that. He gonna get more and more motivated.
Rats, bro. She be waterboarding the shit out of rodents. Remember that one show?
That show that shall never be spoke of again.
Man,
like,
he gonna be literally. He gonna be like, man, I go through
brushes.
brushes that are harder than y'all. You know what I mean? What the fuck?
It ain't happening, man.
Tired.
Sorry.
Like I made bros in the jungle, bruh.
I know we like to think that mankind got a chance. They ain't got a chance, man. Mankind getting fucked up.
Bro, just look at it
gotta
this
have
way.
weapons.
Just look at it this
gotta
way.
Yeah,
have
that's
weapons.
the only way. Is weapons.
You
That's
ain't
the
gonna
only way.
win because as soon as we lose electricity, bro, it's wild. So
No weapons, no win. Period.
No winning, bro.
Yeah, if we ain't got no weapons, we can chalk it up against almost any animal.
Yeah, we're done.
Any animal.
No, it's
Shit,
been
add
proven,
it up.
man. It's not even a question, though. It's been
Add it
proven.
up.
Man. Before we had
We're not
fire
built
and
for that.
tools, man. Look in the past, man. What we used to do without that shit.
Miguel dipped. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, we not built for that. Bro, we hid in caves and shit, bro. Like KG
It's
said,
not.
bro.
That's what I'm telling you. It's
we
not
ain't built for
happening,
that,
bro.
bro.
All right, I'm glad we're all. on
You
the
see
same
the
page.
homie
Yeah.
get tossed up. You're like,
I'm glad
okay,
we're
I'm
all on the
out.
same
I don't
page.
need to.
I'm out.
Try.
I'm out before the home
I
hits the
don't
ground.
need
I'm
to
like,
try.
We wasn't even born in that
No.
era for a reason.
No,
let me
man.
jump. Let me jump the
fact.
next border.
That's a fact.
Let me jump the
That's
border
a
back
fact.
out of safety,
Now,
safety,
here.
bro.
Here you go. I'm gonna give y'all the best chance.
Yeah,
The best chance of seeing this successful
yeah.
is if you were able to take 100 lifers. These dudes got 99 years plus double life, and said, "We're gonna put you in a box with a silverback. Whoever killed once this silverback is dead, whoever's left, y'all, you got a
It's free?
fresh start. You
That's
get a
the
fresh
only.
start.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
motivation.
Now,
That's
Now
motivation.
that human already knows I'm never leaving. I'm on death row. He got a
Yeah.
little more motivation. He got a little more fight than the common man.
That's
Those
true.
100 might have a chance.
You're
But
gonna
you
be
They're all
never
gonna
good.
know.
just get on their knees and start praying, man. No, they're just gonna be like, "Come and get me, man. It's over for
But the
me,
here's
bro."
the problem, though.
Nice
Here's the
knowing y'all,
problem.
man.
You're
Let's
trying
pray.
to
Put
figure
the
out.
leftover time. Let's
Fucking
pray.
I'm like, well, it was good.
You got 100 guys. Who's going first?
I can't
How do
pull
y'all
it up.
determine that?
With
No.
Rock, paper, scissors. What you got?
the bottom.
Oh, 100 men and a female gorilla. It don't matter.
Now,
It don't matter.
you're just gonna get your ass beat by a female gorilla.
You're just gonna get beat
Female
up by a
gonna be
girl.
more mad.
That's it.
They probably meaner. They probably meaner.
They might be
Hell
mean.
yeah.
That's a
I
fact.
feel like it's gonna be worse.
Even worse.
He said
Why,
he wanted
why do you
pick the
think
gorilla.
police
He
dogs
said,
are
okay. He
female?
said I could take on that
Yep.
gorilla.
I know that. Yeah.
Girls are
Man,
smarter.
come on.
They don't got testosterone ruining them. They can think better, which will probably that probably would make them more dangerous because now she being efficient. She like, all right, man, I'm just about to snap necks now. It only take 0.3 seconds to snap everybody's neck. I'll be done in 3 minutes.
Night,
Let's
night.
go. Pack, pack,
Night,
pack,
night.
pack, pack.
Yeah,
You just going down the
females
line.
in the wild are
like
usually better hunters, right? The
always.
males
They
are
do all
bigger,
the hunting.
but
What you
females
mean?
are usually
Always.
the ones that go hunt. Yep.
Hey, man,
I mean,
come
but
on.
once a big male lion move, he'll bring down a buffalo. You know, females can't do that. But you know, again, most of the times, unless they starving, the male lion don't move. You know what I'm saying?
Don't hunt yet.
The male
She
lion
got a
ain't
baby
doing
anywhere
shit.
near
You better
Nah,
get
most
out
of
on
the
that
time.
hoe straw and get my meal.
Yeah, he gonna be in the
That's about it,
shade.
bro.
Man, y'all
They got the
still
best
got
job.
my
Man.
food, man. Let's go get.
They got the best job in the animal kingdom, bro. For real.
Get out on
They
the
don't
But
do
road.
shit.
again, guess what? When another lion comes, challenge their tribe. Guess who's fighting? You know
Oh,
what I mean?
he got to
There's
go
a
handle
reason
that.
why
If
he's
it's some
sitting in that
hyenas down the
shade.
street, he got to go handle that. Straight up.
Hey, if he ain't got no
Jordan, what
food
up?
for
What up,
weeks,
Jordan?
guess what? He getting up to get that buffalo, man. He gonna bring
That's
a
a
giraffe
fact.
down for the tribe if he need to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fact.
That's why Lion King was the best. Elias.
Mufasa was right.
No, you can't. The Lion King, man.
Hakuna
Yo,
Matata, motherfuckers.
that's like talking shit about Tupac, man. You can't do that, man.
You can't do it.
There's
So would you say that's the greatest Disney movie then, Pat? Lion King? Cartoon movie. Cartoon
for
movie.
me.
He froze at the
Hands
perfect
down.
time for making that
Hands down.
fugazi comment. That was perfect. That was perfect.
Oh, was it?
You still here? You gone?
Hands down.
We can hear you.
Hands down.
The internet didn't want to hear
that's
that.
the best
comment.
animated.
What is it? What is it? Ash, what is
Hands
it?
down.
What?
The #1 Disney movie animated then.
Oh no, he's talking about the pot comment.
Oh yeah, I was like, I don't watch cartoons.
He was just talking about the pot comment.
It's Peter Pan.
Is Peter Pan?
It is.
Yeah, it was Disney.
Toy
They got the
Story
rights to
was
a lot of
pretty
stuff.
good.
Toy Story was dope. My kid just started watching Toy Story.
Right,
Shout out to
I
Billy
think
Will.
it might be Toy Story than Peter Pan.
Bro, I think it's.
I never seen either, man.
I saw the first Toy Stories. I ain't seen any more after that. But I
Ash,
saw
you
the
ain't got no
first few.
kids, Ash.
I have 4. Yeah.
Have
Oh,
you
you
never
didn't,
watched
you didn't
Toy
watch
Story?
it. You didn't watch it with them.
I'm nah, man. No time, man.
You ain't going to work.
No time, man.
You ain't
I've
going to
always worked like 70+ hours a week.
That's
bro.
Dad.
Always.
Everybody hates Chris. He got 3 jobs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's what was his name? Julius. That's Julius.
Like, my man got 3 jobs. I ain't gotta do shit. That was her shit.
That's Julius. Yo, y'all remember the Hey Mom commercial? Y'all remember the Hey Mom sketch from In Living Color? Hey Mom, got to go to work. I'm a butcher, a baker, a cleaner.
Hey yo,
I do hair on the weekends.
On a slightly serious note,
yeah.
What's something that y'all have learned so far this breeding season? This breeding season. Yeah.
This has been
I
the
learned a
craziest
few
season
things,
I
bro.
had so far, bro.
All right, tell us about it. What's up?
Shit don't go the way it planned. It don't. A lot of
that's
times it
every
don't, bro.
season.
Such as what? By way of what? Females, males getting the size,
So
not eating.
I'm throwing these
All of
males
that.
in, bro. I'm throwing these males in, and when I say these girls is ready and primed, I'm talking about all I hear is do. I could open a tub and see them wagging tails, whole scent glands out, like exposed to the air, and wiping them on the side of the tub, and the dude in the corner, like. And this is an experienced male who eat every week. 1,100 grams, 1,200 grams, perfect body condition. Lock with everything last year, and this year they all like meh. So now I gotta rely on a lot of like backup males. Luckily, Keys sent me some males because now they finna go to work. But like other than that, I would have had to like just straight go to backup males. You know what I'm saying? Like and hopefully they can rotate in later on and get the last lock or something along those lines type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, like,
are any of the males in 50-40 tubs or 55-40 tubs or anything
I got
like
them in
that?
small. I got them in 23, the 23 quarts.
Okay.
In a like a VE6 or whatever it is.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So they in small enough to. I even got a
Are
couple
the
of them with
temperatures
highs.
low? Temperatures low?
Yep. My males is only at the high. You get to 88.
You switch their bedding?
Yes. Yep. Cleaned out, complete deep cleans. I've tried popping other males and wiping it on. I've done all the tricks, bro. And they just was like, man. Unless they lock it and I'm not seeing it.
Well, I guess they were moving. You moving? Okay. Yeah. Nah. Never mind. No, good.
Yeah, and they were. I mean, they went last year.
But have you
No
popped
problem.
the pin and rubbed it a little bit though? You got to pop that pin and rub it a little bit.
Yep. I always pop it and I
While
take
it's
the old
popped out,
plug out before I put a male in there.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, rub that thing.
I always get that gunk out of the way. Yeah, for sure. I always do that.
You got to rub one out.
No, not rub.
Yo. Hey, yo.
Hey, man.
Hey, yo.
Here we go with this shit. Oh Lord. Oh fuck.
All right, Mike. Big brother Mike, what you learned this year, man, so far? What's going on? I see you on Instagram. Everything cracking. What's good? What you learned?
So for me, last year was the big the spanner in the works for me. I learned that I can't rely on British temperatures, and I purchased myself an air conditioning unit because I lost half of my clutches last year, and I probably had at least 4 or 5 girls that reabsorbed on me because it got too hot in my room. So I learned that I can't rely on the British weather of being cold, and I had to purchase myself an air conditioning unit so that I can keep more control of the environmental temperature rather than the temperature inside the tubs. So for me, it was last year, not this year. This year, I'm more tuned in than I've ever been. And actually, my pain last year has fueled me with fire to be even more successful. Yeah.
That part.
I feel you. And that lace boy of yours is badass. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping for big things from him this year, bro.
That's what's up.
Okay. Well, what's up?
I think
it's a good ass question.
The main thing I learned this year is when you think you got shit figured out, you learn that you don't. These animals gonna do what they want to do.
That's a fact.
No, for real.
That's a fact. I feel like it's the same for me.
Just
I've been
because that male
spoiled
got
the last
plugs,
few
you think
years.
he's ready to go. He ain't gonna do it if he don't want to.
Facts, man.
How about you,
That's
Ash?
the first.
Since you posed the question.
I've learned that. All right, so I told y'all I moved in June. It's almost June again. So you always hear the thing where people usually say, your females, you moved your females, and I moved 2.5 hours away. So I bred. I kind of broke my season up into 2 parts. And for the first part, I bred 15 females. Now, for me, that was overcompensating because I'm listening, thinking I'm moving. So hopefully I get like 6 or 7 of them. I've gotten, I think it was 14 females. So far, I think 13 or 14 have ovulated.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Yeah. That's crazy.
Damn.
Also, dealing with Big Brother, y'all know he lived by this mice thing, right?
Yeah.
So, y'all know I'm a try it, and so I could talk shit whether yay or nay,
Go no unless you try, bro.
You damn right, bro. So I've been doing the mice thing, bro, and I'm gonna say so far, like my clutch count, my egg count is up crazy. Is up crazy. I will say I had a 12 egg clutch today from a female who gave me 1 good egg and 4 or 5 slugs last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long you been doing
eggs. Huh?
No.
Mice?
How long has you been doing this?
Since I moved.
Since you moved?
Since I moved.
Okay.
So it's almost been, a full year. It's very interesting, bro. Very interesting with the mice.
I mean, hey, listen, the OG is OG for a reason, bro. You've been preaching that as long as I've heard it. You feel me? So, yeah. And I mean, if you wouldn't say it if it wasn't nothing to it.
Nah, it's interesting, bro. So I've been looking at things.
Just to go back to what Ash is saying about using mice rather than rats, and it kind of got touched on a little bit in the show tonight when somebody slightly diverted off the track. That these animals, they're opportunist feeders. They're in the wild. They don't come round on a Sunday and hand out the food. They don't come around every 5 days and hand out the food. That I feel that in the wild, these animals will eat more often and smaller prey. And so to feed mice at a regular interval, the animal's going to work just as well that way, and if not better. We used to hear that shit from Billy where you should only feed every 2 weeks because it takes nearly 2 weeks for the animal to digest the food. Maybe if you're giving it some fucking 250 gram rat, maybe, but if you just keep feeding it out 40 gram mice every 2-3 days whenever they want it, That's how they're gonna. That's probably a better mimic of what is going on in the wild.
So is it crazy to think that would have some kind of that feeding multiple smaller meals has some kind of trigger, whether or not the female even knows it, that like stimulates more follicle growth or more egg production because of the frequency of smaller meals? You feel me? Because I know what you're saying. Like they'll go down in a hole and be like, oh shit, here goes 6 babies, boom, boom, boom. But then they might not eat for 3 weeks until they slither down the next hole and be like, oh shit, here go 12. Let me max these because I don't know when the next one comes. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna get full as possible.
That's why you can't overfeed. That's why you can't overfeed a ball python, because when a ball python gets to a point where it's happy with its own condition, it will just switch off. Yeah, it will just switch off. The 1,000 gram rule is based on sexual maturity and them wanting to breed and you not breeding them because they have no reason to eat anymore if they're not going to be producing babies because there's no male being introduced. That all of these things should be factored in. I feel that, the way that you feed in the beginning, you can avoid the 1,000 gram wall. You can work in a slightly different way. That smaller meals more often is going to be more beneficial to the animal. Or even if you're going to feed on the same day, I got girls that I could give them 180 gram rodent, but I'd rather give them 290 gram rodents than 100 than some big bull.
Yep.
Correct.
Shout out to Val. Same thing. I do the same thing. I've done the same thing like Levance was talking about, but I don't like mice, bro. So I'm doing the same thing, but with ASFs, and hopefully I get a same or similar, reaction as far as that goes. And honestly, bro, I'm gonna tell you this. I got hatchlings from this year that's as big as some of the holdbacks from last year, bro.
Yep, me too.
Insanity.
Wis, so I do interchange ASFs and mice. Sorry.
Okay.
I do. I've just incorporated mice so much more now than I have in years past that I now, I'll feed the rats maybe once a month or so, 5 weeks, 6 weeks to the girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I've leaned more on the mice and the ASFs for sure. Their poop is different.
100%. 100%. The poop is. It don't smell so, bro. 100%.
It's not as it's not as much. It's not as much waste.
Yep. Smaller.
How many mice are you feeding though? Like, let's look at a weekly span, right? Let's say 1 rat a week is what normal breeders do right now. Let's say in the region, right? But how many mice are you, compared to that? One medium rat. How many mice are you feeding to replace that?
So it would depend on the female, right? This year I have pretty much my 1750 rule. If you're not 1750, I ain't breeding you, right? So in a week, let me see. So like this freeway girl right here, in the month of October and November, she had 5 ASFs in one sitting, 4 mice, 3 ASFs, 2 ASFs, 2 ASFs, 2 ASFs, 1 ASF. So that was her sittings.
And the numbers
that was her meals. Yes. And then after that, as you can see, she had 4 mice, then an ovulation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, I didn't give this girl any rats since last February.
So like 4 mice in a row, or is it like in different days?
That night.
So about 4 mice,
yes, sir.
That's what I was kind of getting at, right? Like if it took like a 1 medium rat, you'll probably chill, right? Like you said, Mike. Usually a 1,700 gram female, you give it a nice size medium rat, she gonna coil up in the back like daddy. That's enough. Like that's a good meal, right?
Oh, yeah.
With mice, again, we got to look at gram per gram, in my opinion. So a medium rat, how many mice does it take to replace that, or match that? Like you said, maybe they perform better, but we got to look at gram per gram, like pound per pound, right? How many grams of rats are you giving a snake? How many grams of mice are you giving? If that, you end up giving more grams in my side, then that means it's not a fair fight. You got to give a couple more rats to
But
kind of
I
keep up with
think
that. You see what I'm
I
saying?
think it's kind of like about the fat content, to be honest with you. I think it's the hamburgers versus the turkey burger, to be honest. That's just honestly what I feel by looking at their shit. By knowing these girls so much so well, and also when you're feeding multiple smaller items, you get a chance to you get a chance to pay attention more to your females. You know what I'm saying? So instead
And
of
that's what I'm
opening your
kind of
tub, maybe
moving towards, right, Ash? Because the concept is the same, right? Mice is smaller prey. So instead of trying to give, like Mike, you said earlier, like a large rat, one large rat, give it like 3 smalls, 4 smalls in that place, right? And at the end, the grams add up to be more than 1 medium rat, in my opinion. That's where we're going. So again, I don't want to bring in no names, but I know Mike looked into it and people actually looked at data of looking at grams, every single gram of, rat or mice that went in versus ASF. And then you weigh the snake after shed to see how much grams actually converting into the snake, right? And I think the numbers were pretty consistent between all preys in a way per gram, right? Like let's say 40% of the gram that you put into 40% of the, the weight that goes into the snake gets retained, regardless of if it came from mice, ASF, or rat.
but I don't.
Production's different,
And I will say that the lighter you feed them, the more percentage of food they retain. But it's still better to feed them heavy because it may be a slightly smaller percentage when you feed them heavy, but they will still gain more weight because 40% of 100 grams is better than 60% of 50 grams. It's still more weight. So I also done that study where I fed girls lighter and girls heavier. Did they hold less of the weight because you fed them heavy? Yeah, they did hold a little less, but they still were putting on more weight week by week.
Right.
I think they digest. I think the mice and the ASFs might be easier to break down than the rats.
poop is different.
I think it's more to do with an appropriate size.
But the retention
I think it's more to do with appropriate
You
size
said it,
rodent for the animal rather than the style of the rodent, because
you said it. Ash made a good
I
point.
tend to feed fairly small
ASF and the
rodents,
mice.
even though I use rats, but I still use that multiple idea rather than one big rat is better than. I don't give one big rat. I'll still give 2 small rats rather than one big rat. And I think that it works either way. I like Logan. They just put the comment up. I don't believe there's any superfood. I've got animals that eat mostly ASFs. I start all my animals on mice, all of them. Nothing starts on a rat in this place. Everything starts on mice. And I feed up to a 45-gram mouse. And then once you can eat a 45-gram mouse, then I'll swap you to a 45-gram rat. Because I can't find, because I want you on about a 90-gram meal. And then once you're comfortably eating that 90-gram meal, I'm going to throw you a 45 on top of your 90. And once you've eaten a 90 and a 45 for 4 or 5 weeks, you're going to be in tune. You're going to take 2 90s now. I got some girls take 410-gram rodents every Sunday for 3 months in a row.
If you had ASF, would you breed mice? Would you do mice though? Is it just you just mice because that's what you have? But if you had the choice to use ASS, would you use that instead of mice?
For who?
For Mike.
As a start point.
Yeah. Or
do you mean like as when they're hatchlings, please?
Yeah.
Well,
now they're small.
I like mice because they're readily available in a multitude of sizes.
For ball pythons, I try to start with a pup, regardless. But so I wouldn't do ASS for hatchlings.
But you start with a rat pup right away. You said, Keys?
Would you do ASS?
I'd probably still start with my mice because I've watched Logan try with the ASFs and we didn't really see any difference. For me, like it works well for me, and you know, I'd probably stay with my mice because they're available in many sizes as well, right? And they're cheaper. Let's be quite honest. I don't know about in the US, but purchasing frozen thawed ASFs is way more expensive than the purchasing frozen mice.
What was you gonna say, KG?
Like to touch on what Ash said, ASF and mice is like a home cooked meal, and a rat is like McDonald's. That's just a fact. You got more fat count in a rat than there is in a mouse and an ASF.
That is a fact.
On a healthy, like I think to touch on what Ash also said is he saw his clutch count go up. He saw, you know, just a better overall health of his snake. And that's because the fat intake has went down. The protein has went up.
Mm-hmm.
ASFs need, you know, 25 grams of protein where you feeding your rat, you know, 15 grams. Yeah. It all transfers over to the snake. So I just think the ASF and the mice are easier to digest. So that's one big thing. And I think the actual meat itself is better. It's higher in protein, it's denser, it's not, you know, it's more muscle than it is fat. You look at a rat pup and that motherfucker's all water.
Just milk.
Yeah. All water.
That's why I always start on mice. That's why I always start on mice.
Oh yeah, mice is, you know, I think the biggest thing, like you
said
too, is
I don't want to breed mice.
It's all about availability for a lot of breeders. You know what I mean? If they can't get ASF or they can't get mice, then they're stuck. Or a lot of people, it's not even cost effective. It's a lot cheaper to buy frozen thaws, so they just like, fuck it, I'll just feed that. I mean, there's a lot of ways to get to the same destination. So, you know, there ain't no right or wrong way, in my opinion. But like Ash said, I noticed a big difference when I switched off of rat and went to mice and them colossal mice.
I feel like ASFs are like you know, a nice sea bass, and then a Norwegian is just some tilapia, bro. It's just tilapia, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
like you'll get full, it'll do what it's supposed to do. You'll get big if you eat enough of it. Pause, but like
it's just a leaner.
Is it really the best shit for you though? You know,
it's a leaner prey item, man.
And I'm not gonna
but I don't, you know, to each their own. If it works for you, keep doing what you do. 100%.
That definitely. And I'm a rat dude.
Y'all better watch them out, man. Hey, man, rats are good diet, man. But man, don't.
I'm trying to get out of. I'm trying to do straight ASF.
I'm also not gonna discount the fact
big girls.
That definitely. I'm not feeding mice to my Volta. So I think also maybe with me feeding smaller portions more often.
Nice.
I think it's probably given me an opportunity to study my girls better, to learn my girls better, to just, you know, be more in tune with them. You know what I'm saying?
This is good, right? We should be looking into stuff like this, like, okay, compared to last year, this year, is it better or not? Why do I think so? And again, run your idea with other people. And if other people are doing the same, now we got collective data. And you know, again, what you do with the data is all up to you. But, you know, again, I think I can't stop breeding Norwegians. And if I thought there were no benefit to Norwegians, I would stop. But guess what?
I refuse to. I'm going to breed Norwegians
good,
all.
No, I need rats.
Good, they grow fast.
I need rats.
I need them always.
Bro, like the rats, like in my opinion, they stretch out and they're easier to take, you know, for like, you know what I mean? Like ASF, they're more stocky and their shoulders are more stiff, right? Rat,
yeah, they got
even
bigger,
a big one,
yeah.
you can stretch it out and the shoulders just give up,
Oh.
man. I don't know what it is. You can take some, man, you can get some
Elias.
big rats, you know what I mean?
Hey.
And in my opinion, you know,
rats are like
it,
fucking
you know?
silverbacks, man. They don't give up.
The same shit.
They got too much fight. They're not fucking my snake.
They got too much fight.
ASFs need a lot more. Yeah, ASFs need a lot more protein. They more like ASFs and mice are more grain hunters. You know what I'm saying? Seeds and grain. And I feel like Norwegians are kind of like opportunistic. They'll take whatever, like whatever's around, they'll grab it. Whereas a mouse, you know, if you look at a mouse out in the wild, even a normal field mouse, they digging around for seeds. You know what I mean? Little bulbs and little things that they can eat. They're not eating garbage. They're not eating. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but the rats that you're feeding on eating garbage with, they're being produced. My ones are being produced in a factory.
And that's the thing, like I feed food, they get, you know what I mean? I genetically, you know, make sure that I pull back the right females. You know what I mean? My pups are better than some of these weaned and smalls out there, bro. Like I was showing Levance earlier, like these pups, when I give them to the snakes, bro, I can see the growth.
Pups,
like they like that shit, man.
Now, see, I do like rats early on.
Early on, especially to kind of get them up to
I
that,
like
you know
it.
what I mean?
No, Pat, I understand what you're saying. I do, but you know what? So, like, here's something else I've noticed, y'all.
Let's go.
So, like, once you get, you know, when you're growing up those females, right? And they get to that I call it that tweener stage where you can't breed them. They're like 1,000 grams, but they're like the long 1,000 grams, and it's like, you can eat a small rat now. You know what I'm saying? Just like, so like I feel like when a snake, a female in particular, is in feeding mode, and she has that length on her, that's when you can put the size on her. I feel like sometimes we're trying to put the size on a snake where it's still in its stocky, not so long stage.
I feel that. I feel that.
You know, I feel like they gain more ground in between the stages of maybe 800 and 1,200.
Catching up, balances.
Yeah. But from the beginning, I do see the difference when you feed them a rat pup versus just mice. I do see a difference in the beginning. You can get them to get a rat pup. They're gonna grow off of that a little bit, but
and see, I start out the first 2 meals maybe are generally like ASF just because of the movement. You know what I mean? It generally triggers a strike.
Who has clutches hatching right now? Who has clutches hatching right now? Yeah, right now.
None right
hatching. Now. Cutting the clutch. Because Ash proposed a great thing about 6 months ago.
So here's another thing, though.
Hold on, Mike. You feed it whatever you want. I'll feed it what I want, and let's see who get it bigger fast.
Oh,
yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
Oh, yeah,
we can do that.
I'm down.
We could do that.
Yeah.
I did that for a minute. I want to say 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I did it for a while, and the growth rate between this was only Norwegians and ASFs. It was almost like you know how them races be on Fred and AJ channel where you be like start out even, and then all of a sudden this boy will be like boom, and then boom, and then like it's like that. But the ASFs, after the 6 months or whatever that I was doing it for, the hatchlings that were strictly on ASFs were not as big as the ones that were on Norwegians.
But again, are you feeding the smaller, the same concept, right? You got to do the same thing.
But
right?
I wasn't doing it. Yeah, I wasn't exactly weighing grams. I wasn't doing that.
Yeah, in my opinion, that's the big takeaway, dog. Like
exactly.
Instead of trying to get the biggest meal into the snake, get smaller meals, but more often. Like that's
More
the
often.
key
Yeah,
takeaway,
yep,
in
that's
my
what I'm on
opinion,
right now.
regardless of prey.
Yes.
You know,
That's what I do.
Like I
because you
said,
can
And
do that
and
with
I
rats, you can
like
do that
that.
with mice and
Right, but
everything. You know what I mean?
funny enough, I'm a once a week kind of guy, right? I feed on a Sunday. I don't defrost once a week. Food is on the ground there now, defrosting. Tomorrow Sunday morning, I'm gonna feed. I feed on Sunday, and I feed next Sunday. But as I've said before, from 2-3 weeks old, you get offered a second meal, smaller than the first meal, but you got offered a second meal, so that through you automatically you become accustomed to Mike's going to give me a second rodent. Where's my second rodent at? All right, now you're taking 2 comfortably. Maybe I'm going to offer you 3. And what happens
And
is
that's another
you
way,
have to
right,
give
Mike?
them
Like
3 slightly
yeah,
smaller.
because Mike will
I don't
share
know,
that he can
guys.
produce animals in a
Pat
year
will
and a
tell
half,
you.
right?
Right.
If you
That's
can
zero,
feed,
right?
huh?
That's zero, right?
Yeah.
0.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
this is a breeder male.
Hold
Been
on, let me
breeding
blow
for
it
the
up.
last 2 months. How much that male weigh?
Less 1060.
This male is July 1st. It's not even a year old.
Damn.
Now, whenever y'all ready, let me know. That's a
Yeah.
breeder male.
What?
July 1st. That's when that came
July?
out the egg.
That's
Some
when
people
year.
will
Okay.
tell you the
That's
males
less
to
than a
get.
year.
Listen, get Logan up here. Logan's got 1-year-old girls that are 1,600 grams, bro. 1-year-old girls that are 1,600 grams.
Dog, it
Yeah.
could be done
I
in
just
all
told you.
different ways,
I
man.
told you whenever you ready, just let me know. I got
KG.
females too.
KG.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Let me see something. Man.
Whenever y'all
July,
ready for
so
the
that's
challenge,
August.
let me know.
So I
that's
feed on
September.
Sundays and then I
Val
feed on
is Val
Wednesday.
wants to
I'm
be
on the
in this
same
so
schedule as
fucking
Chris.
bad. He all been in chat.
I just
Yo,
sent
I
Val
don't
the
know where
link too.
Juan is, but I'm summoning Juan as a ASF representative right there.
I just sent Val the link
Juan.
too. I'm gonna tell you
Got
this now.
he want to be on the
Pat
Ain't
show.
knows.
nobody catching
1
Juan.
minute.
I'm telling you right
I think
fucking
Val,
now, dog.
KG,
Yo,
Logan.
that motherfucker Juan be getting it.
Listen, I can't be asked to turn the camera around. Can you read what that says? Can you read what that says there, Ash?
1017.
1017.
1017.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Right. So just give me a minute, and I'll tell you when that girl was born. Just give me a minute, and I'll tell
Hold
you
on.
when
Hold
she
on,
was
guys.
born.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Listen to
We
what I
doing
said.
this, huh? We
Listen to
doing
what
this,
I
huh?
said. Hold on. Listen
All
to what I
right.
said. That's a breeder male.
Grab a female then.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's a
grab a
breeder
female.
male.
Grab a
Nah,
female then.
he not good enough. Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
Switch
wait.
him
Hold
out.
on.
Let's switch him out.
Hold on.
Grab a
Hold on.
female. I'll
Hey,
grab a
Wiz.
male for you
I
too.
just told you when y'all
I'll
ready,
grab a male
let
for
me
you
know.
too. All right, so
Okay. All right.
I'll
Show me a
grab a
July
male.
1st
I'll
male.
grab a
Show me a
male.
July
I'll grab
1st
a
male.
male. I'll grab a male. And he's in shed
Hey,
right
who
now.
wants to compete, man? I need
Hey, babe, come
applications,
here for a
man. I need
second.
pictures. I need applications, man. Chat.
I just want
Let
you
me
to
know if
say
y'all want to
what
participate in this, man.
just come around. You don't got to be. So
I'm nominating Juan, man. Shit.
Let's see.
All right.
Let's see.
So it was laid 7/14. So that's what, July, August, September.
July
So
14th.
the first week of September, this guy came out. Okay. Hey, babe, come in, please. Just let's say what's the amount on this scale right here. What does that say?
No, I don't believe her. Nope, I don't believe it.
946.
No,
Okay.
no, I don't believe
So
her.
that's
Nope.
946 September. All right. We ain't close to September, cuzzo.
No, we're not.
All right.
That's
So
what
this
I'm
is a
saying.
male.
Let's
So
get
this
it
is a
popping.
male.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean it's a wash. I think. I think it's a wash.
I wanna. This is what I want to do.
And he's not
I
fat,
want to
as y'all
start
can see.
exactly.
He's not.
Hey, man.
This
Somebody
not
send Juan a
fat.
message, man. He got 1,000 gram in
Listen.
3 months, man. Y'all over here don't even know what y'all doing, man.
Listen. That's why I want to start at the same time. I don't care when the animal hatched, if
This
it's a week
girl
or
will
2 weeks
not
apart.
be.
But we're
This
gonna
girl
start the
was
feeding
hatch
on the
date
same
is
time and see
July.
who can get
This
enough
girl's
fat.
hatch date is July, so she's not. She's 9 months old. She's 9 months old,
Right,
and
Chris?
she's already 1,000
You got
grams.
a large
Bro,
rat
I'm gonna
real
put
quick.
all this to rest. Listen to what I'm saying. Me and Juan split a clutch. We had a joint pairing. Okay. My whole back, his whole back were the same size. Okay. My female
This shit's
is
hilarious.
300 grams. Juan's female is 1,000 grams already breeding.
What the
Same
fuck?
yo, I'm trying to tell you, man. No.
Shit, damn. We take it back.
Same prey,
She
different
male.
Y'all want to
method.
take another one? This is a
It's not
female.
Yeah,
It's the
let's do it.
concept. It's not the prey. I'm trying to
Playing with
tell you.
y'all.
You can do it with any prey, but the method is what matters. If you feed the
That's
animal
right.
every 2 days, it makes a difference, man. If
Facts.
you got
Facts.
man,
He said my babies had
Facts.
1,000 grams.
I had
I'm
to
breeding
pee,
females at 2 months. Charlie.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
hey,
definitely
Wiz.
the method.
I'm breeding
Va-
females.
Vampire says hi.
What up?
She
I'm just
1,004.
saying, man. There's a
That's
takeaway
from the
here. I'm
same
trying to
clutch,
tell you.
huh?
Same month though.
She's what? 1,004? You said?
Let's go. But again, not
Hey, what is?
everybody can feed every 2 days, especially frozen thought.
Wait,
Again,
hold on,
whatever your
hold on.
lifestyle is.
But that's
But
what I mean. I'm
What are
only
we at?
feeding once a week.
no.
I'm
But
getting
what I'm
that. I'm getting that sort of stuff from once a week.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Hey, babe,
that's
can
what
you
I
turn
was
out the
trying to
light,
say,
please?
right? But again, just feeding every 2 days is not the only answer because there are
Nope.
people who really just feed once a week and still do it
Facts.
within the same time. Like, this is,
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I mean? It's not just, I don't know, man. There are multiple ways to, skin a cat, per se. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like Mike is a
100
proven point
ways.
right there. You know what I mean? Like, Mike's like, yo, I feed frozen once a week.
You can feed
There you
once a
go.
week and fucking like 5.
There you go. Logan said it,
You
right?
heard what he
Yeah.
said. You heard what Mike said. Once they get 45 grams, they get 90. Once they get 90, they get 140. Once they get 140, they get 200.
But Val said he feed
how
every 10
you
to 12 days.
feed.
And we're all giving our
It's all
more
about,
favorite
yeah.
snake the bigger rat or something
Every
like
time.
that. All of us are
The more,
doing that. You know
the
what I'm
more,
saying?
You gotta
Every time.
calculate the grams going
Cool.
in.
The whole
That's
back
all that
females,
matters.
the whole back females,
I
the
agree
whole
with that.
back females.
Ash, you just said it. I can show you some clutch mates right now that's 400 grams apart.
Me
And
too.
both of them look healthy as hell. They're
Yeah.
not missing no meals.
Me too.
Yep.
Any breeder tell you they feed, I feed them all the same. That's a lie.
Fucking lie.
Bullshit.
That's a lie.
Yeah, that's definitely a lie.
Yeah.
Your
That's hard
stars
to
get
do,
more.
man. That's
Hey,
hard to
feed my
do, man.
favorite.
when you thawed out 30 rats and 20 of them ate, that star getting them other 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody eat twice a week, but then paints eat 3 times a week. That's all I'm
Come
saying.
on.
That's right.
Or more. Sometimes if I open the tub and I'm cleaning and they like, I'm like, all right, I'll be back for you. I don't care if I just fed you earlier this morning. I'll be back for you, bro. You know what I mean?
Star getting a little more for sure.
Yeah, we got to look at the amount of grams going into the snake and the retention of those grams, and that's the
always
number.
The fact, though.
That's the graph.
That's always the fact.
And you
That's
compare it with ASF, mice, rats. That's
But
how
you
much
heard what
growth
Ash
you're
said.
getting.
It don't work like that and with humans, bro. It don't work like that with humans, so why would we
It's
think it
like you
work like
telling
that
me
with snakes?
I don't even eat one meal and I'm 400 pounds. I don't believe you.
All right, but what if your genetics are different?
It's
Like,
still grams going in, bro. You still putting in grams in your body. Your body can't just produce grams and just put it on without nothing going in.
No, bro, it don't work like that, bro. Like
No,
chicken
some
is
people
leaner
shit out.
than some other meat. You know what I'm saying? So if you eat a pound of chicken, it's different than you eating a pound of beef, and it's going to take your body longer to break down the pound of beef.
That now we're talking about genetics. That's different, though, right?
No, that's a fact. No, that's period.
That's
Beef
like you
takes
saying
longer to
this
break
snake.
down than chicken. That is a
So
fact.
how do you know? How do you know
Depends.
every snake you just pulled out has stronger genetics versus the others? It has nothing to
No,
do with the
no,
feeding.
I'm not saying
But
that.
that could be
I'm
the
not.
case. That's what we're saying, though.
Yeah. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, I think that rats are fattier
Oh,
I'm not
without a
mincing my
doubt. That's a
words.
But again,
fact.
it should equal
So
to
if
That's a fact.
if I'm saying that rats are fattier, so if I give a pound of fat versus a pound of lean, I'm not going to expect the same results. Yes, it serves its purpose. The hamburger, the greasy burger serves its purpose. But I'm
Don't
not
mention
going to
burgers,
say that
man.
I'm expecting the same results. I'm
if
not
I'm
going to
not
run a cross
mistaken, they
country
already
race
broke.
after the greasy burger.
Yeah,
You
but
Right?
gonna
how are we
puke, bro?
saying that's greasy though? Because I know for a fact that science labs broke down these rodents and broke down the nutrient facts, right? And rodents, as far as fat goes or protein goes, mice had less than rats, if I'm not mistaken. ASF was the highest as far as protein content,
Okay.
right? So
I
again,
could
we're getting
probably
into
agree with
nutrient,
that.
but
And
I'm
there's
saying
so
at the
little
simple
in
level,
it.
it should be
There's
gram per
so
gram.
little
Like,
in it. Does it really make that much difference?
Say that again, Mike.
Okay, Santos.
Mike, you
Your
sound like
phone,
you was
your
There's
phone
so
underwater.
broke up.
little difference in it. Does it really make that much difference? That tiny little bit? I don't think it really does. Because I
That's
feed
what we're trying to
predominantly
find out.
rats once you get over a certain size, and I don't have a problem.
No, we're not saying there's a problem. Again, don't
no.
mince the
Now, we're
words.
drifting now. We're drifting
So
now. Yeah.
when nobody's saying there's a problem. What I started off saying was I've noticed an increase of my clutch size. So I don't think a
I don't
person
know,
that
bro. I'm not
didn't
going 2 years
what
old.
if I
I've
could
never rats producing eggs.
what I'm saying is if I didn't take the time to give myself an opportunity to only feed mice and ASFs to certain females, I wouldn't be given the opportunity to have these results.
Yeah.
If I
I see what you're
only
saying.
fed rats, then I would only, I'm not going to say there's a problem.
That's
I've been
all
doing
you
this for
can.
22 fucking years. Of course, there ain't no problem with rats. That's not what I'm saying. You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And
Thank
again,
you.
right?
That's it.
Like what you said, like one slug or
No,
smaller,
I
clutch
didn't
versus the
mean it
following
like
year.
that. I,
Again, there
No,
could
no,
be
no. I'm
something
just
else
saying,
involved too. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like the
love
clutch
rats.
size, there could be other factors into that other than feeding as well. You see what I'm saying? Like we talked about genetics, maybe she just needed another year, right? Like had nothing to do with the food. You see what I'm saying? So,
That's
but
true.
that's a good point though. That's a good
or the
Well,
point.
you said
male, the
needing
sperm
another
is a little
year.
bit
I'm
off.
talking about females that are older. Remember, I'm a 1750 guy.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the things are a little bit different to me. I'm not rushing kind of, I'm not, you know what
No,
I'm
no, I
saying?
feel you, but a
Mm-hmm.
lot of older breeders always say that, hey, just because the female gives you slug 1 year doesn't mean that you didn't feed her or there's something wrong with her.
No,
Give her another
no.
year and she'll give you 10 healthy clutch. You know what I'm saying? But again, it could be something with the food. You know what I mean? It could be not. But again, right?
It
Like
could be the
this is why we're
sperm. You know
talking
what I'm
about it. Yeah,
saying?
this is why we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about it.
Right? It's
Facts,
more
facts.
likely to be the sperm or the temperature.
Exactly. Or
Yeah,
Ash got into
it could be
genetics.
a
It
lot.
gets real messy once we start getting in that. But and it could be genetically like she was immature. She just needed 1 more year, right? That's all she
For
needed.
sure.
It could be.
For sure.
So
For sure. For sure. But I'm
So,
saying
so can I
I've
ask
seen an
a
increase of a clutch
question?
size.
Can
What's
I
up?
ask a question? In it, like, what do you like? We know that people breed males at 400-500 grams, 6 months old, and they produce clutches of them. So we know that a male can be sexually mature at like 6 to 7 months old. Is there a number in people's head that they perceive that a female is sexually mature at? And does that correlate with breeding feeding rate, the feeding rate, and 1,000-gram wall? Do you
I agree with.
see that
Yeah, I
as
think that
being
correlates.
linked together? Like you
Yeah,
feed
I think the 1,000-gram wall
it's
is,
the reaching sexual
or if she
maturity.
goes off
so
food,
in
yeah,
which
she's
case,
ready to breed.
Yeah,
You
yep,
ready
I
to
agree
breed?
with that.
Start at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have females
especially
that
when
go
it's
off
around
right?
a
food.
year
So
and a half
Yeah,
mark, right?
so
Like
they
right
get
around
if
a
one
we
year
mark
think
between
and
about
them
they
and
go
how
half.
right
we
back.
Yeah. But I want to go back to
Right. It's about 14 to 15, in my opinion. It's around 14 months old. But am I just basing that opinion on the fact that I only breed seasonally, and so that girl is maybe sexually mature but not sexually aware until she can smell the shit going on in the room? Now the two things meet together for her. So for me, it's important to start feeding from day one, from meal one, in a certain way, so that at the point where I start pairing in a room, she's already sexually mature, but she's already up to a weight where now she's not going to close off, and now I'm going to have to wait 4 months till she starts eating again.
I think it's
They don't all
it's
go.
just like humans though.
But it's not
Just like
everything.
humans. All snakes are different. You could have the same
Yep.
clutch. One
Yep.
female could go faster, one could go later. It's
True.
they're all different. You're gonna
They
get
could
a
go
clutch
back on
where
food or they could not.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's true.
But it's worth
There
trying
is
though. It's
an
worth trying.
individuality thing too. So it's not you can't just put a blanket on it like, okay, 1,500 grams, that's it. There could be snakes that could be
You gotta be
2,200
flexible.
grams and
Yeah,
ain't
you
ready.
gotta be flexible because some girls will not go to 1,500 grams and they're gonna want to breed, and they will go to
and that part
1,500
too,
if you
Ron.
breed
You
them.
can always tell.
So
if you got an ultrasound, you can always tell. Yeah.
I think the cool part about being around wild snakes is when you're talking about the ball python, I feel like in the wild, it takes a female probably like 4 years to get to breeder size.
Right.
Maybe 3-4 years.
Like
You
to
know
your
what I
point,
mean?
like 1,700 grams. That's a
At least.
well-fed wild ball python. You know what I mean?
That's a very well-fed wild ball python.
And that took 4 or 5 years.
That and 17 in the wild probably took like 7, 8.
Yeah, at
I
least.
would think. You know.
But we all have
Don't
seen
tell me you didn't
that
put no
Kaufman
grams in
video,
there. You just
right?
produced
Where
the
that
weight.
very small ball python is sitting on a patch of eggs. Because there's nobody weighing them in the wild. Once she's sexually mature and the boy runs up on her, then it's going to happen. I've produced a 5-egg clutch from an 870 gram female. She was 870 grams, but I had no choice to pair her because she was 5-6 years old and had been kept badly her whole life. And when I got her, I tried everything. In the end, the only thing I could do to get her to eat was to
That ain't no lie,
breed
G.
her.
Those are
And
rodents
in the
you're
end, she
carrying,
put on.
Elias. Those are
Yeah.
rodents.
Yeah, I feel you, Mike. But I'm saying I think in the wild, I think it takes the female longer to even get to 900 grams.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a
I
fact.
think it's
That's
gonna
a
be
fact. I agree
her
with that.
third
Well, that
year
goes back
on
to that
Earth.
opportunity
You know what I'm saying?
and what we were talking about right at the beginning.
Yeah, they don't got enough access to food consistently to get there in a year or whatever.
This is the
I agree
type of
with that
energy we
completely.
need on the debate show, man. I love this shit, dog. I love this shit.
You know what I mean? I like that's what I like about those wild ones. Like you really learn. Like the wild ball pythons, they really have bigger eyes, yo.
Yeah.
Like they got bigger eyes.
I can believe it.
I'm telling you, they got big eyes. For the most, they got big eyes, bro. They got to see in the dark and shit, all
In the
sorts of
dark,
shit.
exactly, bro.
They don't got
That's
no
funny.
defense
My snakes got
mechanism.
small eyes, Ash. My snakes got small eyes because they don't even probably need it no more. Shit.
My wild
your
snakes, I'm
snakes is
telling you, they
Korean,
got
huh?
bigger. This guy. But for real, yeah, man, they got
Dan, you
bigger
have to
eyes.
go there.
Man.
Dan, you have to go
I
there.
thought
I
it. I
know. I
wasn't
need to
gonna
go.
say it, but I thought it.
Hey,
But you
hey,
know,
hey, Ash, he teed it up.
yo.
He teed it up. I just hit it out the park. That's all.
If you line up the pins, bro, somebody got to knock them down, bro. You know what I mean?
Always.
Oh, I'm
That
so
was low
hurt,
hanging
man.
Somebody
fruit
gotta
right
knock
there,
'em
man.
Low hanging fruit. There you go. You can't resist that shit.
Nah, not even that. I'm not even worried.
Them wild
That
ones,
ain't
like
even sensitive like that.
No.
nah, hell no. Hell
Are they
no.
more food aggressive, or is it even harder to get them own food coming out of the wild? I always wondered that.
Oh, it depends. It depends.
Yeah.
So like when you get them young, is almost like you treat them normal, but a older one is it's a rat. You know what I mean? Like I've gone. So my wild malice girl, I told y'all she probably ate 8 times in 3 years.
Yeah,
and then once I moved here, and it was gerbils, bro. Once I moved here, she started eating mice and ASFs, and I was like, yes.
Look,
you know what I mean? So
you got co-signers. Elias said Kasi eyes big as fuck, and
yeah,
Justin said you got 2 wild caughts, and they got big eyes too. Look,
they do. They got big ass eyes, yo. For real.
Big ass eyes. Nice fucking fish though.
Hey,
Big ass eyes. Nice fucking fish.
But they don't.
Do the majority of them have the same kind of issue when they're a little bit older, or was that just kind of a one-off with the malice girl not eating
So
as
nah, because I've had I've known like Reg will tell you, like his Volta female, she starved herself to death. But she also gave him a clutch of 21 eggs.
Holy shit.
You know, so
21.
You know,
Damn.
yeah, 21.
Insane.
My Volta, she's kind of young right now, but she's giving me 15. You know what I'm saying? She's the hypo Volta.
Oh, you just said hypo. There's
I'm hoping for 15. I'm hoping for 15 this year. I'm hoping for 15 from a 2021 girl that produced me 9 at 2 years old, 11 at 3 years old, and when I weighed her 15 rodents ago, she was just under 5 kg. 2021 baby, already got 20 eggs under the belt.
You getting that?
Mike, you got to drop the mic. You should say all off rats, motherfucker, and drop the mic. That's what you were supposed to do. That was straight timing, right? You know what I'm saying?
All of rats, bro. It's all of rats.
Once a week, frozen thawed, man. Drop the mic, man.
Drop the mic.
Frozen thawed, I just can't. If I had a small collection, I could do frozen thawed, but it's just so.
Man, there's some old school knock it out like it's nothing.
You know another advantage over frozen forward as well, over live. You know, when you guys talk about feeding a baby ball python 60 grams out of the egg. Bro, I'd be offering it an 18-gram mouse, 18-gram mouse out the egg. But you know what? I'm not scared because that mouse ain't going to bite it back. It can just swallow it down and it's gone. There's no fight. You don't have to be careful. Put a live rodent in there, because if that live rodent is a little bit bigger, a little bit more developed, now there's going to be a fight. Now you're worried about the size of the rodent because you're trying to protect the snake.
And that shit do happen more
I
than
don't need to
people
worry
think,
about
man.
that.
More than
There
people
is a
talk
lot of
about. That's the
injuries,
fact,
like,
right?
yeah, there's a lot of it
I feed
happens more
wild, or
often
I
than
feed. I
people
said
think.
wild. I feed live, and it's been plenty of times that I've had to. I've actually had people be like, "Nah, I don't want to buy this snake because it got a little scar on it, or whatever." You know what I'm saying? From a rat getting it, or me not paying attention, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So, not necessarily a scar, but like, you know, it was a little scale missing or some shit like that. You could tell that a rat was kind of chewing on that little area or wherever it may be. And it was like, yeah, you feed live, I can't mess with it. And I was like, all right, cool. And then the person directly behind him was like, that shit don't bother me at all. Let me get that. I'm glad they missed it. You know what I mean? But like, it all goes to show, like, to each individual is a different, you know what I'm saying? They have different priorities and shit like that too. So
I got another question for y'all.
Go ahead, bro.
Is anybody disappointed in any? Is anybody disappointed in any of their husbandry? Is there any? What is something in your husbandry that you feel like that you can do better yourself?
Everything.
Literally.
What's something that you're disappointed in yourself about, or you beat yourself up about, or is there anything? Where's the place where you can stand to learn some more at?
I feel like I need to take a little more time and put a little more effort into maintaining temperatures better. I'm in my Keys can tell I'm in my tubs every day. Like, not a day goes by that I'm not in the tub, that I'm not spot cleaning, I'm not changing waters every day. I'll make time no matter what. So keeping them clean or whatever ain't really the issue necessarily. It's usually like the lowest rack is at this degree, whereas the highest rack is at this degree, and in the middle is this one. And then, you know, those little fluctuations, I feel like, hinder me somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Because A ain't the same as B, ain't the same as C. So if A and B act the same but C don't, is it because A and B are different than C, or is it because A and B are higher on the rack than C? You know what I mean? Like stuff like that kind of gets me to question that. But other than that, I mean, it's kind of, you know, you get the routine down kind of thing.
I'll type my thing is husbandry, recording stuff and keeping track in details. Like I'm not detail oriented with that at all. Like Mike blows my mind the way he keeps track of everything. I could never do something like that. So that I need to step my game up on that.
Yo, real easy for that though, Keys. I'm telling y'all, people laugh at me. I just literally throw orange tape on my tubs, and whenever something like when I feed them, 2 rats. Write the date, 2 rats. Write the date, 2 mice. And then ovulation, shed, laid. That's it. And then my tapes, you start seeing columns of stuff. Yeah. That's how I'm able to even just look and be like, oh, this female.
Man. Motherfucker got notebooks from 2011
notebooks on notebooks.
Yeah, you got to sometimes. Like sometimes I could see how a female ate better this year versus last year, and it's very easy to see.
I want to be able to
staring right at me. You know what I'm saying?
Use Husbandry Pro. That shit will put it on a graph, the weight chart on a graph.
Yeah, Husbandry Pro is easy.
I'm not disciplined
get
enough.
on it, man.
I'm not disciplined enough for that yet. I got
you need one of your kids to input the data, Ash. That's what you need. You need somebody to just go to the tub and be like, yo, everything's on the tub. I just need you to input the info on this web. And man, you'll be able to break down so much, bro.
So they could fuck it up and I gotta check it behind them and okay. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's what kids do.
Man, I hate
that. You sure this female is 190 grams? I swear it's more than that. Oh, I forgot the one, Dad. It's 90.
I forgot the one. She 1190. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a good one. That's a good one right there too. Better choices of tub sizes and ratios of tubs. More of this, less of that. You know what I mean? Like make things a little bit more efficient in the snake room. I'm with that. Elias kind of said the same thing.
For me is I'm gonna feed more, man. That's one thing for sure. Because I'm not trying to say I want the biggest snake, the fastest snake, but there's definitely a gap between mine and some of the other breeders, right? That I talk to. Yeah. So I mean, again, balance is everything. So again, right, is feeding the snake to the maximum potential really the best thing for him? Maybe not. You know, again,
as long as they're not obese, it ain't gonna hurt. I'm saying.
Yeah, I like that middle ground. You know,
my thing is, they tell you if they don't want any more.
Yeah,
they're not. These aren't boas, man.
Right, that's what I mean. I don't think you can do that. They'll switch on and off in accordance to themselves.
Yeah.
Remember, y'all, maximum potential doesn't mean as much as you can eat. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's a fact too.
I switched over from towels in my tubs.
You know,
go ahead, Mike.
Humans are more greedy, right? You can't think of these animals as we think of ourselves. When we think about how, you know, the human race is becoming more and more obese, you know, that we're being brainwashed by society. These are wild animals, right? And so they have that inbuilt thing where they understand that it's feast and famine, and they're designed for that. So they're designed to put on weight. You know, we know ourselves, our females, they'll go off food for somewhere between 9 and 18 weeks before they lay a clutch, right? Humans don't really work in that same way. We can't look at our physiology as being the same as theirs, and we have to perceive them in a slightly different way, right? And for me, I will look at them and say, I can't overfeed a ball python. She will tell me when she's had enough. just like she would tell me when she's going to go on her fast to lay her clutch. Going back to something Wiz said earlier, I continue to offer food to my ball pythons until the day that they lay. Every Sunday, that female gets offered food because I'm trying to reassure her. I'm trying to reassure her that food is available whenever she's ready, so that she will continue to grow that clutch in a certain way within her, and she won't reabsorb. Because if I don't show her food for 10 weeks, maybe she's going to reabsorb because she thinks food isn't about.
Yep, I can't feed myself.
But if I continue to offer her food every week.
I'm glad you said that, Mike. Something else that I've noticed that I wanted to say. The females that I fed only mice and ASFs, there was a shorter amount of time, way shorter amount of time in between them stop eating and an ovulation. Way shorter. Way shorter.
So I'll give you, I'll explain to you, Ash, how that works for me, right? That you know that I've spoken often about giving them 2 meals, So when you get a female and she's in that big build, she'll take 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Then you'll notice that week that now when I offer her a second one, she only wants the first one. So now the next week, I've made a note in the book of that, and the next week I'm going to offer her one smaller than the one she took the week before, so I can start reducing the size of the rodent in order to keep her on food as long as possible.
But at the same time, that window that I've seen, because, and I understand reducing the prey item and, you know, the size and all of that stuff. But remember, you literally just said about 2 months. You know, let's just say 2 months. Let's just say 8 weeks. I'm literally seeing less than 8 weeks. I'm literally seeing like 313 was the last. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah. I'm seeing like 5 weeks.
Sheesh.
So that means that they're eating after ovulation because the meal is small enough for them to eat after ovulation. For me, I
this is between.
say that 9 weeks. 9 weeks is the point of ovulation. Around 9 weeks is the point of ovulation, based on the information that I've gathered over the years.
From what? From them stopping the eating? Is that what you're saying? Oh, that's not what I'm talking about. I was talking about from stopping from last meal to ovulation is what I'm talking about. Like,
I've had girls that will eat right up against ovulation because ovulation occurs at around 9 weeks. And ovulation occurs at around 9 weeks, and I've had girls that will eat up until 10 weeks before lay. 9 weeks. In fact, the pied that just laid, bro, only 9 weeks off food. Exactly. She ate right up to ovulation. But guess what, Ash? That fucking girl is a dumbass and doesn't understand front from back. So she's been getting small weans and ASFs her whole life because she's a dumbass and doesn't understand the front end from the back end. You give her anything bigger than 50 grams, and some weeks she doesn't eat it because she tries to swallow it back way, the legs splay out, and then she gives up. So I stopped feeding her large rodents, and I started feeding her multiple rodents instead of larger rodents. So instead of 2, she'd be getting 4 every week. But they're only 40 grams because I know she can eat that front ways or back ways. Now, because of that, she managed to eat all the way up to ovulation.
I had 2 girls eat up a week before ovulation last season. 2.
Yeah,
I'm
so
talking
let me
about
ask
the
y'all a
week
question.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Going off
about.
food necessarily a bad thing? Is that necessarily a bad thing? Because if the ball pythons have enough reserve to produce the eggs, they're gonna go off food, right?
Yes.
So
sometimes
being weighed, is that
Right.
necessarily a good thing?
Yes. Yes.
When they,
Well, see,
as long as they ovulate.
They're saying I still need more because I don't have enough reserve. I still need to eat. Versus a female going off food saying, "Yep, I'm already prepped for this season.
All right.
I don't need any more meals."
So let me explain a little bit more in detail what I mean. You ever ultrasounded a female and you see that long chain, or you see them all bunched up, all of the joints? You ever notice that there's way more of those than y'all see eggs?
Every time.
All right. So what if them eating longer correlates with us having a larger egg count?
I wouldn't doubt it.
This is what I'm saying. So
makes sense.
So what if
in the front? Let's say it starts in the front, and the biggest one is in the front, and then you keep going backwards. By the time you got enough to get all of those, let's say you get another meal in there, and then instead of continuously working on them 8 or 9, now it's gonna start putting that meal back there into number 10 or 11 or 12. Or
I think it's possible. I think maybe that's what's going on. Maybe.
I'm just being a devil's advocate, right, Ash?
No, and we appreciate it, Pat.
This is what the hell I came on for. I've been a ghost for 2-3 weeks and shit.
Go off food early, but they still lay 10 healthy eggs. You see what I'm saying? What if they go off food early?
It happens. But what if the 10 would have been 12, brother? This is what I'm saying. This is why I said it's not a problem and there's nothing wrong.
We need data.
Right. But this is why I said I took the chance to do a bunch of these females from that time, and they've only eaten ASFs and mice. I am a rat dude. But I'm seeing my clutches jump from 7 to 10. I had a first time mom just lay me 10 eggs last week. You know what I'm saying? I had another first time mom lay me 9.
And she was strictly on ASF and mice.
How old are they?
3.
How old are they?
She's
Ash,
3.
How old? 3. Right. Okay. On average, most of my 3-year-olds will hit me 9 to 10 eggs anyway. Most of them, bro. Most
on your
of them.
first clutch. That's
because
what's up. I'm not used to that.
Like my blackhead girl, right? She laid.
Think about it. If my first girl laid the clutch of 9 or 10 eggs, then I would have 20 clutches of everybody giving me at least 10 eggs. I can't say that that's happening. That would be absolutely crazy. No, we getting 6s and 7s like a motherfucker. Could you imagine?
That's a fact.
No.
But it does happen, right? Like I said, the blackhead girl, 1.5 years, she gave me a clutch of 11 eggs as her first fucking season. Vinny has her now, but she was taking like medium and large rats when she was 1,000 grams. She was fearless, right? But it has to do with genetics too, right? It's not just the feeding
100%.
again. If a female is just not meant to lay 11, 12 egg clutches, then no matter
She's
what
not
we
gonna
feed,
do it.
man, like
She's not
Mike said
gonna do it.
earlier, she's not
Fact.
gonna take it. She's like, nah, can't do it. But you can
That's a
still
fact.
get the maximum output. Don't get me wrong, right? You're still gonna get the maximum, but
Whatever that is, we'll never know what that is.
yeah,
it's
Like it
something
can
that
vary
increasing
from
egg
one year
count is
to
the
the
next
next. To
one,
the next.
man.
Ooh. Same female. You know what I mean? If the barometer go down a specific, or the barometric pressure is different this year. Now she didn't produce. We don't know. We really
And
don't know.
what I wanted to talk about earlier of what Ash said is something that I've noticed too in the past couple of years is that girth. It's like certain amount of frame when they start just getting that girth built in, and that's when they just go ham, dog. But the length and everything kind of grow proportionally. But dog, there's that span of time when they just go ham, and we gotta feed them when they get to that stage, yo.
That's a fact.
Because that
That's a
girth,
fact.
man, they all of a sudden look
That's
like
a
proven
fact.
breeders in like a couple months. You know what I mean? I'd be like, what
That's
the
a
fuck?
fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
That's
And it's
what I
crazy
wait
because they
for,
when
man.
that
It's not
happens,
even
bro. For me, it's
not
usually
even the gram.
It's usually 850, 900 grams, bro. And then all of a sudden you open the
That's when it
tub,
start.
maybe 2
It's
weeks
like,
later,
oh.
you're like, God damn, girl, you 1,400 grams? What?
You long.
Bro. You feel me? Like it's
Yeah,
quick.
and some of them just don't build that girth, right? And to me, it don't matter how much they weigh. Like That's what I'm looking for. That girth, man. Once I start seeing that off the
girth.
females, I know they're getting close. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it,
I
man.
agree with
Your
that.
snake
And
is
then
girthy and long. You ain't breeding it.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
You see, we got silent. KG made us all
Hey,
silent
Ash,
as
don't say
hell.
it. Don't say it, Ash. No matter what, don't say it. Don't say it.
KG made
Yeah, I
us
got
silent
it,
as hell.
man.
But I do agree with
But
that
see,
fact. And
that's
then
another debate topic, right?
when they
Like,
start
I want
building
to be a
too, though.
seasonal. Yeah. Like, I want to be a seasonal breeder. So, what KG saying brings a whole nother
I
subject,
wish.
right? So, I got girls that are versions that are like 1,700, 2,000 grams, but they missed last October, obviously, right?
What up,
So, they
Ray?
didn't make the
Right.
weight then. Now
Yep.
they're
Right.
eating. They don't have
Yep.
follicles until I pair them. I
Yep.
mean, they're just eating, right? So, I'm like, you know, I'm just going to wait till October. But again, if I introduce the
You're
male,
gonna
they
miss
probably
them,
will
man.
go
You're
earlier.
gonna miss them. Yeah, do
Yeah,
it
You're
when
some
they
gonna
of
when
them
miss
they
you're
them,
gonna
you
man.
got
miss with that
ultrasound?
mindset.
So is it
Don't matter.
inevitable that we breed all year round? Like that's what I'm getting at, right? Is it really
At this
Go
point,
when
inevitable
the
at one
girls
hell
want to
point?
yeah.
go.
You know what I mean? At
Go
one
when they
point,
go.
like you're like, you know what? My
Uh,
collection's like, what are you
You got
thought,
an
Uh-huh.
Mike? Go ahead.
ultrasound,
you
Pat?
know that
I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead, Mike.
there's pitfalls to feeding all year round that are not connected to the female, but actually more connected to the males, right? Because when you breed
They
all
don't
year
get bite
round, and it
off.
can be connected to females as well, because when you've got pheromones being released in your room all year round, then what happens is that females that are sexually mature but not up to the weight that you want are going to go off food. Males that are being bred or not being bred or were being bred are maybe going to go off food. And these things, when you breed seasonally, you avoid. I don't have 1,000 gram wool. I never have 1,000 gram wool. One, because when I'm doing that breeding in October to March, those girls were only born in May, June, July, and August, so they're only a few months old. And by the following year, they're already 1,600 grams, and I'm breeding them.
Yeah,
And so now I
it's
don't
a
have
tough one,
1,000
man.
gram
It's a
wool
tough one. Yeah,
because I breed seasonally. I
because
tend
KG
to
is right
find
too, and I've
now
witnessed
I've
that,
got
right?
3
Like
adult
not,
females that
yeah,
are still eating. They're all off food. All my
yeah. Like what I
males
wanted
now,
to
though,
say
they're all
was,
back on food. And my males go off
yeah.
food.
So what I wanted to say was I do believe what KG is saying because it happened to me, right? Meaning that I did have females that wanted to be bred before October, and because I waited, they were like, you know what? I'm not going this year, man. I already missed my
Yep.
time. There are gonna be a
Yep.
couple girls like that, 100%, you know. But again, do I just chuck it up as a loss because it's part of my process, or I don't know, man?
Because if you
Because the
did it
thing
the
is, you
other
keep
It'll
way,
waiting for
it'll
Pat, you'd have
follicles,
other
it's never gonna
females that
happen,
would
right?
go.
Yeah, like if
It's
you just say,
never
you
going
know
to
what,
be
I'm only gonna
perfect
breed when I
either
see
way.
follicles. If they don't see a male, I got virgin girls that are fucking 4,000 grams that they're not building follicles. You know, it might never happen, you know, but
Yeah, because
sometimes
you
you
no,
keep
it's
introduce them,
gonna
waiting.
the male
happen.
kicks
Their
it
season
off.
is
Like,
January. Stop waiting,
Bro,
Yeah.
I
man.
I don't pair until I see follicles. If they ain't at 8, I
but
ain't.
Wiz, there's downfall to that too, because versions sometimes it takes that initial contact with
The
the
initial
male to
pairing.
get them
Yeah, you're right.
going, bro.
To
You
get
know what I
the
mean? If you
follicles
just
building. You're
plainly
right.
wait for the follicle to grow on its own to 14 or 10 millimeters, you're going to wait a long time, man.
You're right. Then you got to use the other things. You got to look for the,
And I don't
the
even
other
have an
keys, the other
ultrasound. I
gold
just point
rapids
that
or
out, guys. I don't even use an ultrasound.
You
I
just
just
pair
work
them, right? And they
seasonally.
go.
I work by eye
Yeah.
and weight and feeding.
I'm gonna tell you something Big Mike taught me years ago, bro. I had a female. I would take her out the tub. I would open the tub and she would come flying out of the tub. And I constantly thought she was hungry, bro. So I would run out, grab a rat, throw it in there. Wait a minute, open the tub. She would come flying out of the tub. I told Mike, he was like, bro, she looking for a male. I threw a male in there. I promise you, within 3.5, 4 minutes, they was locked in the back of the tub, bro. That's all
It's
she
a
wanted.
different
That was
kind of
it.
poke out, though. You know what I'm saying? Like that poke looks different, man. When they're hungry for
Yeah.
food
Pause.
or hungry
Yeah,
for
that's
a
a fact.
male, they'll come out like, yo,
That's a fact.
who out there, bro? Yo, look, I don't want
That's
to
a
hurt
fact.
nobody,
She
man.
did come out
I just wanna-
differently. She did come out differently, but I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know at the time what that meant. I didn't have enough experience to like be like, oh, okay, that means she wanted a girl. Mike knew immediately. As soon as I said it, I think it was Logan's live or something like that. He was like, oh, bro, she just wanted male. And I turned around and grabbed a male and threw it in there, bro. She was locked within 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
You know what made me not a seasonal breeder? When a couple of my females that I really wanted to breed didn't go, and I kept on breeding them. And I kept on breeding them until they asses went in like fucking December, January, some crazy shit. You know what I mean? And it only happened because it was a female that I really wanted to go. You know? And so now it's like, oh, so this is the time of year that you go. Okay.
That's her season.
So that's
No,
it.
that's her season.
That's how it happens.
Yeah. He just definitely be the females be like
So
crazy.
That's how it happens.
statistically, I've noticed that that because I've only paired to a certain date, I've stopped pairing in March and had clutches in December before from a girl that hasn't been paired from March and still doesn't lay that clutch until December. I've had girls that didn't go the year before, but then they went in February the year after, whereas the year before that they went in June. Sometimes it's just that we can't put everything down to the fact of, oh, this is like a set pattern, because I've got paperwork that tells me that due date or that lay date, it drifts, man. It can go forward 2 months, back 2 months. Next year she
It's
could
not
take
consistent
2
every
months
year.
longer, and the year after, statistically, she produced that
It's around
clutch in
the same
10 months because she went late last year and early this year. You know, we know they retain the sperm within them, so as long as we get the locks on them, are they not going to go when they're ready to go?
Yeah. As
That's
long as
definitely
everything
gonna
else is
go.
in line, yeah, that's a fact.
Which is why I don't say it's a breeding season. That's the
kinda go
reason
when
why
it
I
go.
guess I don't use. But I guess if that's when you're pairing males, I would use the word season because the girl can go when she wants, and you don't got to pair a male anymore, I guess. But
Right.
yeah,
But
And I
I'll
can
make
pair
sure
males,
they get a half a dozen locks on. They got to have 6 locks on them. And once they've had 6 visual locks, then I'm going to stop pairing you.
see,
Or for me,
I don't do the 6 any. I've been doing the 2.
or for me,
I've been doing the 2 and you through.
2, maybe 3.
4 for
Yeah,
me.
3 if I feel it. If he's a younger guy or something,
Right, but
maybe. Yeah.
3 if it's
you guys are
a clutch I really
you
want.
guys are using ultrasound. You guys are using ultrasound, right? I'm not using ultrasound. I'm booking out the girl for 6 months. I'm booking out the boy for 6 months. He gets 4 girls. He visits each of them. Once a month. That means he goes to each girl 6 times in 6 months, and then it gets locked. Yeah, because there's no ultrasound, there's no nothing. We keep it simple and just keep it flowing.
So
I go
when
for
I do,
4
you go for
max.
4? That's
Max.
cool. That's not.
Yeah. And I go, like I
I
said, I
kind of
go at
look at
8,
the.
12, 20.
Oh, you do it to the millimeter side, the follicle size.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I do it to the females eating. So I'll initially pair a female, and then I won't pair her anymore until I start seeing that girth on her, or seeing that feeding response, or you know, and then I'll introduce them the second time, and you know, maybe the third time, but nah, I really this year I've been lazy, and I'm a lazy ultrasounder. Like people like Levance laughs at me. I always say I can see it, bro. Like I can see it. I can see it. I don't need the
It's plenty
ultrasound.
of girls where I don't even. Yeah, you don't have to. Sometimes I agree with that. Sometimes you don't
I can
have
see
to.
it.
Yeah. Like you look at her and be like, damn, you look lumpy as hell, bro. I already know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I feel that. But I try to be, on time every couple weeks or whatever. Appreciate you, Jason.
Take it down,
always,
Brody.
bro. All right, bro. Who you gonna give flowers out to before you go?
4 kg. I don't know if he's back or not, but these are for the homie. He already know what it's for. Appreciate you, my bro.
No need to talk. We already know.
Yeah, no need to talk about it. So we already know what it is.
Understood ain't gotta be said, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'll see y'all motherfuckers tomorrow. I'm out, dipshit.
Yes, sir. I'm hollering. Yes, sir.
All right, Brody.
All right, Key.
Key.
Yes, sir.
He's still there.
Hey, get the fuck off my phone.
That was good.
Hey, yo, KG, what's something you learned this year, KG?
Hey, just like you, I need to ultrasound more. I got this shit and don't use it. Gotta be more diligent, man. What's the purpose of having it and preaching it and then you don't do it? You know what I mean?
It's expensive too. That's
Well,
why
not
I
only
use it,
that,
I gotta
it's
get
just
my money's worth, nigga.
I got 140 females in here. I go through one rack and I'm like, oh, I'll do the next ones tomorrow, and then I get sidetracked. Okay, I'll do it next week. Okay, now I got to feed.
True.
I don't want to do it when I feed.
True.
Oh shit, no,
Yeah.
Oh, she got a lump.
100%.
Oh, now she in shed. Oh, now I done went 3 months and fucked around and missed the goddamn ovulation, the snake, everything.
You're right.
So that's
there you go. That's why I don't sweat none of that shit. I'm not worried about none of that shit. None of it.
Hey, we got the cheat code, but we don't use it.
I'm gonna tell you, it's last year. I've only been using it since last year, and every male last year was 4 locks or less. Every single one, 4 locks or less, and they all went.
Yeah,
the lowest clutch number I had, I think, was 6. Was the lowest clutch, and that was a first timer. I think I had 2 slugs out of all the whole clutches the whole year. Like it was perfect. My males never went off food, but they don't anyway because I feed them after I pair them.
If you use it, you can't lose. You can't lose.
It's just a way to spread out the males better, man.
Unless she absorbs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
That happened to me last year.
Something out of your control, but outside of a reabsorb, man. If you diligent.
Hey, why do we say reabsorb? Why do we say reabsorb as if it happened? I've been trying to train myself to say absorb. She absorbs. She absorbs. Absorbs. Why do we say reabsorbs?
I don't know.
Like she already did it once.
Like she did it before.
Yeah. Like that.
Like it's plural.
Because they go back to where they came from.
Man, I got it right now.
Shoot, I need to charge my phone.
Because the follicles go back to where they came from. She reabsorbed them back into her body, I guess.
She absorbed them
back into her body.
She reabsorbs them back into her body.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Right, because she did. She produced those follicles. She produced those follicles and then she reabsorbed them back in.
Yep.
But wouldn't that just be absorbing them?
Wouldn't that just Wouldn't that be absorbed?
But she absorbs water through her skin. She didn't produce the water. She just you're right. She's reversing something that happened already. Exactly that.
Gotcha.
I think it's one of those things like everybody says parthogenesis and it's it's partheno. There's an N in there. Nobody ever pronounces the damn N. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Partheno. Partheno. Everybody's like parthogenesis, like partheno.
That's one of them school words, bro. I just did some shit and because I'm a vet, I'm trying to be a vet tech. It was just some test stuff, and parthenogenesis was one of the things that was on there. It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
And it was and that was the first time now, and I was like, damn, I didn't never notice that N in there before. That's crazy.
Hey, you know
what I'm saying? Because I could see it in front of me. You don't see it, you hear it. But when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, what is that N in there?
It's one of them
N is for the no.
Parthenogenesis.
No go.
English language states reabsorb is past tense of absorption.
Right. I would agree. I would agree. That's why I said it kind of weird when I say it. I've been trying to train myself to say absorb. She absorbed her follicles. What's wrong with that?
Reabsorb infers that it happened once already.
Right. Right. Right.
Hold on, but that
Right, no, I get you. But it's a bit like
I'm too high for
co-dominant or incomplete dominant, right? There's no such thing as co-dominant, it's an incomplete dominant. You know, we changed the language around to suit us. I remember that doctor, that original lady that was doing that genetic testing, and she said, like, you all don't use the right language, but I'm used to the way that you guys talk. You know, we just repeating that because that's just the way that our hobby has taught us to talk, right? It's not necessarily correct.
It's wrong as hell. It's wrong as
So
hell.
does every gene have a super? Like what gene that all right, let me ask it backwards. What gene doesn't have a super? Acid?
Dominant gene doesn't have a super.
Dominant gene.
No, we understand what it is.
Dominant gene.
We understand what it is. I'm asking what genes are. Right, that's what I'm saying. Is it like acid? Like acid. Who's put an acid to an acid to get something to breed it back to something? You understand what I'm saying? Like are all genes ink
like calico.
Right. There's some people I heard somebody say there's a super calico.
Super leopard, super pin.
There's a super pinstripe.
I sold a super calico.
Right,
and I know
you can't perceive it. You can't perceive it and know it by looking at it. You have to look at the genetic testing. This goes back a little bit towards like how the hobby is moving forward. A lot of these genetics that we don't feel has a super. We just can't visually see it because it's very, very small difference.
But if it
for
is
years,
a super,
everybody
then it
said
shouldn't
that
change the difference then, right? Right.
Well, it's
If
funny
it is.
too.
For years, everybody said there wasn't a super leopard, right?
No, but do you say het yellow belly? Or do you say
No.
super? That's what I'm saying, right? But if you get it tested, it comes back heterozygous for yellow belly or homozygous.
Homozygous, yeah, you're right.
Heterozygous, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It tests, when you see it on a test, it looks like a recessive, but we treating it like an incomplete dominant.
Correct. Because I'm sitting here thinking, I don't know people that put acid to acid to be able to give me that damn answer.
To tell you, exactly.
I could assume all the hell I want. Now I could say whether or not the super's viable. That's a different story. You know what I'm saying? But do all genes have supers?
I think they do.
Me too. I'm starting to lean that way.
I would think so,
I
because I mean everybody gotta take
super pinstripe
copies of a gene from the parent,
right?
Like one of them.
Yeah.
So if they happen to just take both of the pinstripe copies, even though it's not visually expressing anything, it's a super pin. It's a super leopard. It's because it has two copies of whatever that that gene is, which is
that's why I
of
always
a super.
said that when you bred 100% het to 100% het, theoretically it's supposed to be 66. I think if you test the clutch, your odds are going to jump more in the high 70s of the ones that's going to prove out for het versus 66%. Because like you said, if they both carrying the trait, the odds of it passing on are way higher to me than almost better than 50-50. I think it's more
100%.
than 75%.
But we'd have to look at the glass half empty too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like if we were looking for a normal, you know what I mean? I'm looking for a fucking normal. I don't want to hit the heads. You know what I'm saying? I got just as much as a chance technically, I guess,
Yeah, when you look at an odds calculator and you see the chances of hitting your bangers 1 in 256, and then it says the normal is 1 in 256.
1 in 256.
God damn. Yeah. Your
For the
same
chances
odds
of
of
everybody
losing
not
everything.
And you'll
passing
get
on
a
the
normal too.
crazy.
And we'll get a normal.
Yes. Yeah. I think
That's
that's
crazy.
gonna be the new snake. Who got a fucking normal with no hats? That's what I want to know. That's the rare shit.
I do not.
I do.
Ash got one. How
Yeah,
old
my
is it, Ash?
22-year-old. 22.
Yes.
She's
Yes.
22.
Yes. Yes.
This is my first snake.
I got one from 98, Ash. And she just laid 10 eggs. She just laid 10 eggs.
Wait. You have a snake from 98?
She just dropped 10 eggs. Every
Look at
year she
dude.
gives me a
Appreciate
10
you, no
piece.
Rakizi.
Damn.
Damn,
Val
bro.
said he got a
One of the
pin.
original chocolates. That's my
Yo, you got me
line of
beat.
chocolate. 98. Hatched in
You
98.
got me whooped.
So you got a 27-year-old snake that just gave
Right
you 10 eggs.
Hey, she dropped.
Well, we
I'm
part
gonna
of the
show you. I'm
20-year-old
gonna show
club,
you.
my brother. That's what's
20
up.
gang.
Oh man, look
Dub
at this.
gang.
Hold on.
Dub gang.
Let me
Word.
show you how. And D was like, "We're gonna get rid of that." I said, "We're gonna get rid of you."
Word. She'll go
She
nowhere.
dropped 423, 9 eggs, 1
9
slug.
eggs. 1
Look out,
sluggy.
and still big.
She's
Yep.
huge.
Nice. Nice
She still
looking.
look good too.
Nice looking. No dots in the alien heads. Nice looking
Nah.
girl,
I
man.
think she throws like chocolate looking babies. That could
Right.
be the
I was
first
going to say,
original
looks like
chocolate.
a chocolate.
Yeah,
Looks
it
like
could
an
be.
original chocolate.
And you know
KG.
what's funny is I started breeding her in 2019 for the first time. She laid a Partho clutch in 2007.
Damn.
But at the time, there was no male, so you tossed them fucking eggs in the trash. They can't be no good. Shit, there wasn't no male there. Didn't know nothing about Partho. But now I know, right? I start breeding her first clutch, 10 eggs. Every year, 10 eggs. The thing that I'm mad about is when I first started pairing her, I didn't keep any males. To think like, oh, let me pair it back. I wasn't even tripping on supers or none of that. So now I'm like, oh yeah, that's everything in this clutch staying this year.
I would too.
And she might be part of the Bolton, boy. She got a fat head.
I feel you, bro. She's one.
Old
I love
lady.
them big snakes.
What tub is
She
that?
just dropped last week.
What tub is
We got thick
Is that a
It's a
55 there,
55 40.
KG?
Yeah, 55
She
40.
feeling that tub. She feeling that
Oh
tub.
yeah. Oh, she big. Before she lays, she's about 3,500 grams. Maybe. I mean, she's not my biggest snake, but she damn sure the oldest.
Are you just carrying around the milk snake right now, bro?
Hey,
did you see
yo.
that? Hey, this the homie right here, bro. Me and this snake was gonna fight, man. When I first got this motherfucker musked on me for 2 years straight. Now,
Musk is the worst.
Bro, I
He
swear,
chill?
I can hand you this snake. It will crawl off of you and crawl back to me. It's crazy.
That's dope.
I come in the snake room, that motherfucker come out the hive, be looking like, yo, my man, you gonna pick me up?
What up? What's good, my boy? That's dope. That's dope.
Snake be chilling, bro. Anytime people come over that aren't into snakes, I tell them it's a coral snake.
Yeah,
no,
like,
shit.
It's the most deadliest snake on the planet. You want to touch it,
boy?
You be fucking with people, trolling people.
They see me handle this. Then when I say the ball python don't even have venom, they're like, okay, I'll hold that one.
Yep.
Hey, at least you get rid of people's fears there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Diversity is key, my boy.
Man, that's the homie right there. The little milk.
Diversity
I almost
is
threw
key.
that shit in the trash. I said, man, you piss on me one more time, it's over.
That's how that fox snake was when I first got her, though. She must the shit out of me too.
Oh my God. And I'm talking about shoot it across the
bro,
room everywhere.
It'd be and it'd be.
I should have named that snake Spider-Man.
Bro, yeah. It'd be thick, it'd be gross, it'd be nasty, bro. I
And
don't
stink. You can't even wash this shit off
for so long. Yeah, you done.
Terrible.
It stink for so long. The only shit that work is that construction soap, that orange shit.
I hate that shit.
I hate it too, bro.
I hate the smell of that shit.
Bro.
Ugh.
It's so bad, bro. It smells so like chemically, bro. I just hate it, bro. I hate it.
Hey, yo, Wis, I got a question for you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Mandarin or Bang?
Shit,
boy. Oh.
Ooh.
Shit.
That's an easy one for me.
I'm gonna say Mandarin, man.
You better.
Because I like hypo.
I think Bang is
Mandarin
just
and hypo together is so dope.
I think Bang is just another line of OD.
Has it been
like
proven
a high
otherwise already?
intensity
No?
OD. No, they haven't
hopefully by now it would. I would hope that
it gotta be proven otherwise, right?
I've seen Bang ODs, but I don't think they've tested it to see if it's the same or not.
If it's separate, okay.
If it's not, I think it's on the same allele. Like a
Bang is
like
doing
Mandarin's more gritty, right?
Huh?
Mandarin's more gritty. Mandarin's got a deeper color than Bang
like
and
it's like a burgundy orange.
It's a burgundy orange. Yes,
Yeah.
perfect.
So on your normal, right?
orange.
If I set a Mandarin next to a regular Mandarin without hypo next to a normal, is when you can see the difference. If I just showed you a Mandarin with no hypo, you think, oh, that's just a nice normal.
Yeah.
But once you see them side by side, you see, oh shit, I see that deep, rich, maroons and shit. And they're a lot darker.
Subtle.
The blacks are darker.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a.
Hey, yo.
The single form is not. It's not going. It's not awe-inspiring. You know what I mean? You can see it better in pastel.
They gotta go with something.
It's also got a nicer pattern. OD can be quite smoothed out and like very sort of like uniform, and I won't say boring, but Mandarin's a bit more twisted.
It breaks up your pattern.
Yeah, especially in clown.
It acts like inchy. Yeah, it breaks up your pattern. Look at a super OD. That shit look like an inchy almost, but with an orange color on it.
Very reduced.
Yeah, it's gonna reduce.
I just like like you said, I just like that rich color the Mandarin has, and then when you put the hypo with it, bro, and you super
hypo.
it,
or just a regular pastel Mandarin, you can see it.
What is your favorite color morph then? Just a color morph.
Not a albino.
Albino.
Just a color. Right.
Damn, that's a really good question.
I don't even call them albinos.
Not an albino, right? Just a straight color.
Albino. Yeah, color morph. OD.
Right. Mandarin for me.
It's tough. It probably had to be for me. I don't know, because GHI manipulate pattern too, so that's not fair.
Yeah, but that's. I don't even know my favorite color morph, bro.
Probably as of late, Blackhead, bro.
Blackhead, nice.
Because it doesn't really do too much to the pattern. It just,
right,
it darkens
it
it
does.
You add a pattern when you add it to one other gene. Yeah, you got to add it to one other gene for it to act funny.
I agree. So that's why I would say Blackhead, because it's just and then everything you add to it, you could see it with it. You know what I mean? You could see the Blackhead, like even if you put pastel and fire, you still could tell that's a Blackhead Firefly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just different.
Do y'all think we're seeing enough weird combos out there? Like
never.
No way.
What the fuck is stopping people? Huh?
I love weird shit
because they're trying to chase the triple and the quad.
That's why.
But goddamn, but you know what though? That don't mean they can't have a project where they can have something.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
They know that if they add one codom, it's going to increase the odds exponentially. Yeah. So they're like, fuck it, I'm just going to go at it first with nothing on it, and then try to double back and add it in.
And then most
I'm
people
of the adage of put it in now. Shit, don't even wait. Fuck it.
So the codom. So does anybody in the panel have just like codom pairings, no recessive shit going on?
Absolutely.
I do.
Absolutely.
I do.
Just codom.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just codoms. God damn it.
Absolutely.
KG's like, hell no.
Absolutely.
No, I'm thinking, like, do I have that?
Look, See, KG not doing that shit. You're not doing
have
that.
to. No, I gotta say no because none of my breeder males are
breaks
just codon. They got heads.
See,
They got heads. But what I'm saying
see,
is, I have to test for the heads because the female doesn't have a head. You know.
okay,
So
I
I don't
understand what
know.
you're saying. I understand what you're
Yeah.
saying. I understand because I'm doing that too. I'm doing that too.
Right. Yeah. But as far
Yeah.
as both snakes having no heads, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Not by choice. I just don't have it in the collection. I've
No,
already moved on
I'm
from
making straight codon. I'm trying to make a couple just straight codon bangers. Just straight codons. Like
and then shoot it through a recessive if you get what you want.
Recessive afterward. Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
There's so many snakes
If
when you
it
look
work
at
out,
now, like damn, that's crazy.
Fingers crossed. But I like you said, the weirdo combos, bro. I like when people do simple, like a simple 3-gene combo where I'm like, God damn, ain't nobody ever put that shit together before.
Hold on. No,
you know what I mean? Like what?
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show y'all
Because
one.
everybody's just copying
That
and
debug.
pasting, Wiz. Everybody's just copying and pasting. They want to make what somebody else already made. They haven't got the sort of vision.
No codons, no hets. I mean, no hets. Nothing but codons. And D bought the snake at a show. I'm like, what the fuck we gonna do with that?
Damn, GHI for sure.
Yeah, GHI. Yeah, the pastel yellow belly.
GHI pastel. What's another brightening gene?
Yellow belly.
Disco.
Fibra.
Cypress.
And
one other dark gene.
Blackhead.
Cinnamon.
That's a banger. You put
I don't see the cinnamon in that one. I don't think.
A little bit.
Just the darkness.
The darkness.
Cinnamon. And the pattern a little bit.
That's okay. I'm about to say that's GHI.
This is what was sold to us, right? It's crazy because when I saw it, I said that's a spot nose combo. Like, what else is gonna do that? Then when he told me the genetics, I'm like, man, what the fuck we buy this shit for?
Is a girl or boy?
This is a male. That's what I'm saying.
That's
I
kind
need
of
to go. Maybe you need to go to the neighbor.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's a male.
You know what I mean?
It is a beautiful animal.
It's one of them snakes I just take to the show. I try to sell it when D ain't looking. Get this shit up out of here. I don't need that. What's that, Ash?
GHI pastel. That's the GHI pastel yellow belly.
Oh, okay. So similar pattern too.
Double het hypo try.
Damn, you can see the hypo in that for sure. God.
The light jacking me up. But yeah, this thing is bling bling. It's dark though.
Yeah. I see the gray smoke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what I fell in love with on accident is DG butter.
Oh,
yeah, you got me.
You know what? I got a
me
DG butter too. I got a DG butter hypo.
Crazy.
That joint bling bling.
So,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So simple.
Fingers crossed. Yep.
Bro,
Make some this year. Fingers crossed.
Hit different.
Hurricane goes nice with butter as well. Hurricane butter.
Hurricane
really
butter
nice.
go nice too. Leopard and butter go nice too, bro.
That's some
and
shit.
Butter's age amazing.
Butter's age really good.
Yeah, like look at that thing, man.
Yeah, they do. Except Tin Clown.
Except butter Enchi. Butter Enchi DG hypo.
Yeah, yeah. That thing glowing. That's that blue hypo. Blue ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing fire.
That's fire. I see what Val was saying though. Nothing can smack Enchi, bro. Name something that can smack Enchi. If we would have a battle of the genes, what's the gene that could whoop
That can hide Enchi?
Yeah.
Acid.
The only time I seen an Enchi clown get distorted like that was Spot Nose Enchi Clown.
Spot Nose.
Acid.
What you say? Acid?
Acid. Yeah, acid Enchi.
I could agree with
There's a couple. There's a couple. But you know what's funny is Enchi, it punked Monsoon.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It broke up
It ain't-
monsoon.
It broke it
Did
up.
it?
The
Yeah,
inchy
tried to
monsoon.
clean it.
Yeah, it busted it
Yeah,
up.
tried to clean it up. Yeah.
I
Get
saw
out
an
of here.
inchy butter monsoon. That thing was crazy.
That make me want to see an inchy
I
yellow
tried to buy
belly
the snake because the
OD.
head stamp had a KG on the top.
Hey, Will.
What up?
I gotta take it to bed, man. I gotta.
Look at dude.
I got it. No,
You
I
don't
got
get go. You look like the only black NASCAR driver right now. Who you giving your flower out to?
Man, hey, I give it out to the OGs that come up on here, speaking gems, dropping gems.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey man, because it's this is for real, like Patreon Discord knowledge that they spitting and stuff. And,
Facts.
hey, it's for free. We giving it for free.
That's facts.
Talk to him, bro.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man. I just gotta go handle something because I gotta go to work next week.
Oh, you got one more mission.
Yeah, man.
Handle your business,
Yeah.
my boy. Be
Good
safe
night,
behind the
Mr.
wheel.
Floppy.
If you ain't first, you last, my boy.
Appreciate you, bro.
driving.
All right, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
All
Nah,
right, bro.
brother.
You be easy.
Take it easy, man.
Yeah. We gonna go
Yeah,
for
I
a minute.
ain't. You know what I mean? I ain't been on, talking to y'all in a while. I just,
Yeah, man.
I
We
try to
appreciate you, brother.
stay more on the sophisticated side.
Yeah, you keeping the
Uh,
conversation popping off. We started out with the ignorance, but you brought us back around. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it, man. It's been a good discussion,
appreciate
bro.
y'all.
A good
Ash
dope
always
discussion,
got the
bro.
good debate question.
Hella gems. Yeah, that's
Because
what I'm saying.
I'm
Hella
waiting for
gems.
them to come up with a topic that I can be like, you know what I'm saying? All of
On
these
in on that.
topics, they all fluffy and shit. Like, I don't want to do no fluffy topic.
You want to get
Talk about
gritty.
whether we gonna cut or we not gonna cut. Get the fuck out.
You want to get
Everybody
Get the
cutting.
fuck out of here. We all
I think
cutting,
everybody
man.
cut.
Get the fuck out of here.
Everybody cutting.
Right,
Everybody. I
yo.
think that was a consensus too at the end of the show. Everybody was like,
Hell
you can be on two
yeah.
sides.
Like,
We all
fuck you, I'm cutting.
Yeah, exactly, Mike. Everybody was like, you know what? I
Now
cut
we
anyway,
all
man.
gonna cut on our different days. You know what I'm saying? I
Hey,
cut on day
Ash,
5-5.
it's funny, Ash, when they had the debate about the assist feed, right?
Yeah.
And I said, all you motherfuckers lying because let that banger snake you've been waiting for
You
come out and
did.
don't eat.
You did.
Hey, you and
That's
that
what I
motherfucker
was
shoving
saying.
a rat down his throat. You ain't letting that thing die. Talking about,
Yo,
nature said it
You
yo,
ain't gonna
did.
live.
KG. I said that
You
shit
did.
in the chat, bro. I was like, they
You
all
did.
fronting like,
Yeah, they
imagine if
are.
that was a $30,000
Man,
snake, a
what?
$10,000 snake. They all
Come
lying,
You
on.
gonna do
yo.
whatever.
It could have been,
Yes,
no, it
sir.
could have just been let's say your goal was to make a Batman and you finally hit it and that motherfucker ain't eating. I guarantee you feeding
Oh,
it.
you're gonna force feed the
Yeah.
shit out that bitch.
That's
Any
a
gold
fact. You
snake,
gonna do
any
whatever
It's
you
gold
gotta
going
do.
snake.
down. It's
And
going
if you
down.
scared to do it, you like, hey, Ash, can you help me assist this thing,
Show
man?
me how to do this.
It's
Yeah.
Right.
going down.
Video call
That's
somebody.
a fact.
Man, I'm
That's a
getting
fact.
flagellant, all kind of IVs. Shit.
Facts. He about to do something. Rat
I got
tail.
I got a
Something,
question.
bro.
I got a
Oh,
question.
I just let him
What
die. It
up?
wasn't meant to
What
be.
is like one like a pet peeve like or like the most disliked thing that you don't like that people do in the snake community?
Oh, let me tell you. Let me get
Go
mine
ahead.
off real quick. Let
Yeah.
me get mine off real quick.
Yes,
Real
sir.
quick, yo. Yo, I don't like the hypocrisy.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
It is big time
Hey,
hypocrite shit
you
going
done took
on.
mine. Ash, come
It's
on.
big time lies going on. And
Yeah.
yo, people will watch their friend walk down the wrong road and don't say nothing to
Don't
him.
say a word.
Like you dirty motherfuckers, yo. That's
That's a
honestly
dead
how I
end.
feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
fact.
dead
You
end.
are
Where you
not
going?
wrong.
I
You
don't
are
do
not
that.
wrong.
I don't like that. I don't like none of that. I don't like, and if I'm see, I don't want to say that, but yo, I
Just say
don't
it,
like
man.
the
Just say it.
demonizing. I don't like the demonizing of certain people.
Right.
And you know, and then I look at this hobby as a very fair hobby. You
I
know,
agree.
very fair, not perfect, but fair. But
Mhm.
I don't like when I get the hint of color when it comes to this hobby, because when it comes to color in this hobby, it don't match to me, because for the most part, I didn't experience that in this hobby. So when I look at two situations and I see forgiveness in one and nothing in the other, and I look at something else and I see this one, that one, this one, I don't know. It's kind of almost like what's going on in Burkina Faso right now. Shout out to West Africa once again.
Wait,
you know what I'm saying?
What's happening in Burkina Faso?
Well, man, just look it up, bro. It's good stuff, bro. It's good stuff.
I'm just gonna.
No, I'm not being ignorant. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
I'm gonna call my brother-in-law because he's from Burkina Faso and his uncle runs Burkina Faso.
Well, you'll see who runs Burkina Faso right now.
Let me wake him up. Let me wake him up.
Yeah, let me know what he say. I'm a history guy. What's up, Irresistible? But yeah, yo, I don't like the hypocrite shit, and I don't like. Yeah, we just need to fix some things, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I always tell them? Keep that same energy. That's all
I was saying that with you, bro. When you was saying that, I was saying that with you, and I feel you because, hey, man,
you've been preaching that, bro.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something else about myself, bro, because I'm ignorant to a lot of things, bro. You know what I mean? Like, A, I smoke a lot of weed. B, I be in my bubble, bro. I try not to, step outside my bubble. So a lot of things I'm just completely ignorant of. But KG opened my eyes to exactly the same thing you talking about. And from the moment that my eyes was open, bro, when I tell you they've been open, bro, they've been open, bro.
Mine too, bro. Mine too, bro. And I don't. What's understood don't need to be said.
We'll say it in the backstage.
Right.
Nikki
like
said
my
it right
uncle
there,
used to
man.
tell me,
Keep
kill
all the way
strange
real
weeds in the
everywhere.
bushes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On God. I'm in that same boat, bro. That's really my number one thing, bro. Because some people, everybody don't get the same fair shake. Yeah, everybody don't get the same playing field.
Nah, they don't want no level.
We're gonna be compassionate. Then let's say we compassionate. If not, then I need to retro that shit. We need to 86 a few people up out of here.
It ain't a level playing field.
They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it.
Exactly.
They ain't gonna do it. And since they ain't gonna do it, they just need to open the gate. You know what I'm saying? But like there's a.
I agree with you, bro.
My girl was the one that came up with that question. She wanted me to voice it because that's one of her pet peeves too. Is like someone claiming to be a part of the community and then turning around and talking to outsiders and then talking smack.
Just painting a bad picture, bro. Like you got to think that it's bigger than just individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bigger than just you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than Ash. It's bigger than KG. It's bigger than Mike. Bigger than Will. Like it's bigger than everybody, bro. And people on the outside looking in don't know the nuances. And you know what I'm saying? They might the way the picture painted might look different to them. You feel me?
Yeah.
We gotta project it, like Val said. We gotta project a specific type of outlook for those outsiders, and that ain't it, man. That ain't it. Go ahead, Ash. I'm sorry.
No, ain't no sorry. You ain't cut my wisdom or nothing like that. I was just building on what y'all was saying, man. Like I don't like that, bro. And man, look, I just rather be quiet. I just know me. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta be quiet and all the way away. I gotta be all the way away because I enjoy speaking. And if I say something, I'm a mean it. And if I said it once, I can say it twice. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Just in case you didn't hear it the first time.
Man, listen, I'm gonna be like, I said what I said. I said what I said. That's that, but I don't. Yeah.
I feel that. So on the flip side, what's the best thing about the hobby right now?
Y'all.
Ooh, facts, bro.
You motherfuckers, yo.
100% facts.
Yeah, y'all, everything about it. The year of the snake, y'all. It's warm outside now. It's not freezing his nuts off.
Hell
you
It's
know.
still cold. It's still cold up here for us.
Hey, look, it's
Shit, I had
better
on
than
a
what it
t-shirt
was,
today,
cuz.
boy.
You know what I'm
I was out in
saying?
Yeah, well,
Man,
it
You
ain't as
know?
cold as it was. That's for sure.
Right,
hell no.
bro.
Spring is here, baby. That's a fact.
We all, still doing our thing. We all keeping up with each other. We still learning little things. We still, making mistakes. Yeah, man.
The people
honestly,
and the
that's what
snakes,
The
man.
people are aight. The people are aight. People are people.
This group is
The
great.
people are people. Even within this group. Man, fuck that. Every group, even within this group ain't perfect. Are you out of your
100%.
goddamn mind? Are you out of
100%.
your goddamn
the people are
mind?
great.
Oh yeah, nah, fuck that shit. I ain't even going that far, motherfucker. I ain't giving out them flowers, yo. I'll be lying. I'll be straight lying to y'all. I don't lie, yo. I don't lie, bro. Nah,
I
bro.
do like this camaraderie that we got going on, man.
Hey,
This
I know one thing. I know one thing. Wiz, Ash loves me.
That's a fact.
I said I know
That's a
one thing.
fact.
Ash loves me.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You always
know
ask
I
for Big
love
Mike,
you.
bro. Anytime he
Oh,
on the
yeah.
camera, you want Big Mike on here with him, bro. All the time,
Man,
bro.
you
All the time.
done know.
Straight
You
up.
done know.
When we stop learning, then we need to be done. There's always something to learn. That's a fact. I feel like that's a lot of the reason why these type of shows, these Patreons, is so different.
Right?
They're
That's
so
the truth.
necessary
It is
to
the
us
truth.
for all our growth.
Oh, yeah.
So hell yeah, bro.
Camaraderie is important.
We're all learning.
Positive vibe.
Speaking of camaraderie, when is your show, Brother KG? When is your show again? When is your show coming up? December?
Yeah, first week of December.
Okay.
First week of December.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make it down there. That's my
Y'all gotta
birthday
come
month.
too.
So
Yeah, that's why while we thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. You see, it was
that's
on my
birthday
mind.
month.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll do
No,
that.
we got
You're
plenty of time to.
gonna be in Tinley, Ash?
Well, me and the lady was thinking of getting away around that time of the year. You know what I'm
That ain't no
saying?
real
So
word.
doing a little something so, I could make it snake related, kill two birds, one stone kind of,
Write it off.
Yeah.
Write it off.
Come on to Cali, man.
Hey, that's a good
man.
idea. And I'll
Oh man, and I'm sorry. I
fine.
apologize.
And that
I was
Cali
thinking
bud
of
is no
some
joke.
whole other shit.
Cali bud.
You know I keep the kush on deck.
Yes, sir.
I don't even blaze.
And don't even smoke. That's a fact.
Ash over there about
I
to
got
cough
it
up
on
a
deck
lung.
at all times.
Right here, Wiz. Here you go. Here you go, young Wiz. I was like,
Wiz.
let's go. Let me step back outside.
Wiz, take what you need, Wiz.
Straight
Take
up.
what
I
you
was like, I
need.
appreciate you. I'm about to go right back outside, bro. Gave me a little Benjamin cartridge and everything, bro. I was straight for the whole time I was down there.
I am.
Take what
Yes,
you
sir.
need. I got a freezer full.
Yes, sir. That's a fact. Yeah, no, Rakizi. Tinley bound, baby. On that note, man, it's been a good one, man.
Yeah.
It's been almost 4
it is
hours,
a
man.
good
We're gonna call it a
Yes,
night, man.
sir.
You know how we end it. You know how we do each and every show, man. We gotta end it with the flowers. You know, I'm time about. Start down here with Big Mike, man. Who your flowers going out to this week, man? You frozen?
Shout out to the hobby. Shout out to everybody on the panel, all of my friends, everybody that fucks with me. You know that it's an honor to be included in all these shows and get an opportunity to voice my opinion and shout out to everybody. Let's just make 2025 the best year so far.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that.
Yes, sir.
You're the snake.
You're the snake. Who your flowers?
Man, y'all know me, man. Shout out to West Africa. This time I'm gonna say shout out to Burkina Faso. They're going through some stuff. Shout out to my man Abraham Traore, and may the ancestors be with you. Dead serious. Dead serious.
I gotta find out. I'm a look into it as soon as I get off of here because I ain't like I
It
said,
gave
bro.
you some research.
Oblivious. Yeah, I'm about to jump right on. I'm about to jump right on right now. As soon as I get off here, straight up. Like I said, I'll be in my bubble, bro. I'll be oblivious to a lot of shit.
Man.
Who your flowers going to, KG?
Oh, to the Wis thing.
Man,
You know what it is. To that sophisticated ignorance.
Yeah, yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
we be having fun, man. Appreciate you, bro.
And everybody that showed up. Chat and panel.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Chat and panel.
Yeah.
For the
Much more
support.
to y'all. Facts, always. Jesus Pinterosa. I don't even know if Pinterosa is a real word, but it sounds good.
Yeah.
Stop complaining about my headphones. No.
Pink ones.
I'm gonna give my flowers to the whole Wis clan, to the wifey. I'm glad, I'm glad I found you guys. Wis, thank you for guiding me and stuff. And, this group really saved me at a time where I needed it, and it just made me focus. And it made me focus on the kids, on my life, and then it led me down to the path where I am now. Got the wifey, got the kids. So I'm happy I'm here, man. I'm happy to be a part of this shit.
Hell yeah. We appreciate you, brother. You see what Pat Weezy said, KG?
No,
send me the flowers, KG.
It'll take him 2 months to send you that bud, bro.
Pat a damn fool. Shout out to Pat Weezy, man.
My God,
Post Malone.
I'm gonna give them out to Ash for getting on here and sparking the conversation and dropping all these gems that I've fucking learned tonight. There's never been a time that I talked to dude that I haven't learned like not just one thing, but a whole bunch of gems every time I talk to him.
Thank you, bro. Love you too.
Facts.
Hell yeah,
bro.
Absolute facts.
Nothing but gems.
All the time, bro. All the time.
Nothing but gems.
That's why I tried to take DJ ass off when Ash said he wanted to jump on. I was just kidding. Shout out to Dope Boy Fresh.
Thank you, DJ. That's my little homie, man.
I know he ain't still up.
Nah, he
DJ's
out.
the homie. No way.
Not a fat chance.
As soon as he grabbed that blanket,
he wrapped up in that blanket. It's over for DJ.
Man, onesie on, he was out. He put the onesie on, he was out.
Done. Yo, that's actually who my flowers going to this week, man. Shout out to the homie DJ, man. He really coming out of his shell, bro. And it's dope to see. You know what I'm saying? Like we getting to see the real DJ. And it's dope when people comfortable enough to let them see a little bit of the real you. And he kicked off the inaugural anime fanatic show on Friday, man. So shout out to the homie for yet another step in the evolution of becoming what you want to be, bro. Salute to you, man. Hell yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Y'all know what it is, man. All y'all in the panel. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me tonight, man. Definitely couldn't do it without y'all, man. Much love to all y'all. Chat, man. Y'all keep the conversation going. We do it for y'all out there. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate all y'all. If you tapping in on the replay, #replay gang, man, you know what it is. Leave that in the chat and tap in tomorrow, man. Whiskey Bomb Network, man. We started off with Father Don, man. Everyday Keepers, first thing on the Whiskey Bomb Network, and then you can just rock with us from then on, man. It's going down all day long. So make sure you tap in with the homie Keys on this channel. Rock with us, and we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. And then y'all be easy.
Go great and May.